let the secrets fly. Asking questions that'll make you sigh. Laughs and blushes, every heart's in play. Sheriff Clara show will take you away. Sheriff Clara.
Clear.
Yeah.
Them damn Lakers lost because they defense is shabby at best.
And they're not a
That's what
second half team.
they defense was terrible. Terrible. They act like they don't even know how to rotate off the ball. Like you push the defender to the sideline, or you push him where the help is. Luka wasn't do. Oh my goodness, he might have scored all them points, but dude was no.
He ain't play no defense.
No, you're supposed to sprint back on defense. He was doing none of that, and he getting 50 million a year or something like that. Man, please. That's why they lost, though. Easy. I ain't gonna badger them, but that's why they lost. I was just sitting there looking at it like, man, these dudes, all of them.
Well, I mean, the whole NBA don't really play defense nowadays. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, all this freedom of movement, you know, letting people go by you and stuff like that. Everybody want to shoot threes. Don't nobody go to the paint. Don't nobody post up no more.
Yeah,
I mean, you just don't see them same attributes no more.
No, you're right. That's why I say the NBA is the product of AAU basketball right now. That's what it is. Run and gun.
Yep, and that's why I be like posting bets and whatnot. Because whenever you look at the over and under and the point spread, yeah, somebody gonna come in, especially on the over and under, because I mean they putting up what 110, 120 a game, so it's damn sure gonna go over on the sheet. That's for those who who sports bet out there.
Right. No, I feel you. That there ain't no more defense. All these teams in the league, they trying to. You remember the Phoenix Suns? Remember when they had Steve Nash, Maury Stoudemire, Barbosa, all them? All they was about was scoring the most points, and they never won a title.
Until recently, though. Well, I mean, it wasn't that same squad, but Suns did win the title, though.
In the hell, Phoenix win a title?
It was like about 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. Because Devin Booker, he had came down this way to come back to his hometown, which is like, what, 60 miles where I'm at.
Okay. I must not even watch that. I was all the way tuned out. But that's all this league is full of right now. But the going back to them Lakers, if they don't play no defense, bro, they going down smoking. I'm smoking.
We need to trade LeBron.
Who gonna take
That's
him?
just my honest opinion. Somebody out there gonna take him.
There ain't no cap space for him, bro. There ain't nowhere for LeBron to go. Either here or where he at. That's it.
Shit, yeah, Philly don't want him. Shit.
No, I'm in Cleveland.
I'm just saying.
I'm in Cleveland, easy.
Cleveland? I mean, hey.
I mean, I don't know if they want to write this story or not. I don't know if they continue to write the story or whatever, but like to what I'm saying is that's not gonna happen. So the NBA gotta find another story. They need something to go off on. It ain't just about what we watching. Like we can watch basketball all day. But it's always gonna be a storyline. They're gonna ride that nigga out till he gone. So I don't be knowing. I just think outside the box. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm on mute.
Oh, EJ, I don't. If he came to Cleveland, he would mess that team up, or this team up, because I'm in Cleveland. He would mess that team up.
I think he will too, because you know him. I don't think he'd mess it up with Spider, but let's say like the center. What's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. Him. I think that Brown would mess it up for the center. And what's the one guy name? He's a point guard. What's his name?
He gonna mess it up for Donovan Mitchell.
No. Donovan Mitchell, he don't have no choice but to sit back and like, okay, understand, like he got a bigger name than me, than him. Like he gonna play the position, but Oh, Garland, Darius Garland. Garland gonna be
Mm,
Darius Garland will be the problem for LeBron if he ever came back. Like right now, Garland would be the problem because they want Brown to know, even if Brown ain't pushing the ball up court to be the point guard, he know what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like Darius Garland, why you even there? You see what I mean? That's how he'd feel like, yo, I'm the point guard. Why y'all running offense through this guy? Type of Jones. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I can see that happening, but he can't at this stage in his career, man. That dude, that's a big dude. He's supposed to have some type of post up game instead of
Facts. That's
instead of posting up
facts.
and shooting the fade away. No, I wouldn't even if I was Cleveland. I wouldn't go get him. Maybe his last year, and I
Let me
might make him come off the bench. I'm gonna make him come off the bench.
but let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. What all-time leader in the NBA score, all-time leading scorer in the NBA in history? Who you will have a name like that just gonna sit on the bench?
Oh yeah, he coming
Hell
off the
yeah.
bench. Yeah, he coming
Hold
off
on,
the
wait,
bench.
wait, 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 wait. He's the all-time scoring leader in NBA history. He coming off the bench?
That don't make a difference. He
Does he
done
play
played
defense?
No, it does make a
never
difference.
have.
It's like a
He don't play no
milestone.
defense.
These guys ain't even there to do that. You know what I mean?
But does he play defense? I rest my
Nigga.
case.
Hey, he'll let somebody blow past him and then blame another teammate. Like, why didn't you get him?
Right.
That's what LeBron do.
But I'm
Do the
saying
big
though,
blow
when you the
past him.
all-time scoring leader, it's hard for me
Man,
to.
I don't care nothing about
It's
that. If it
kind of
was good enough,
I'm looking at the numbers. I'm not looking at the person. I'm looking at the
okay.
numbers.
Okay. If
You
it
know what I
was
mean?
they did that for A1.
No, listen. The numbers say I don't have nothing to say about it. Like why how could I? Where would I start? Right. So other than that, I don't know what else. They look for me to say about Brian.
No, he's not, bro. Trust me. Trust me. He's not too good to come off the bench. Maybe he need that humbling. Maybe he probably would quit. He
See
probably would
that
quit.
you see that goes back to me saying the all time scoring leader, right? He ain't coming off no bench. You know what? He can be just like not that guy on the team. He can be that guy like no one get along with or whatever. But you the all time NBA scoring leader, you gonna be in that starting lineup, no matter how old you is. Unless it's at an age where we like, nah, he can't do it. But other than that, nah, man, we gotta just suck that up. Pause. you
No, he's
know.
still running around at this age because he got that juice in him.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, he got that juice in him. He's 41. He need to go sit down.
what
That's
what
what he
kind
should
of what,
do.
let me ask you this. What kind of juice?
And that
It's a
same juice that Chael Sonnen was taking.
yeah, yeah,
You go easy.
yeah. It's more than likely a cocktail.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. I'm waiting on it.
No, they get the juice is more than likely, like I said, a cocktail. It's something that it's probably a mixture of different drugs that's not on the ban list, so you can get away with it. It's in all sports. They have a list of supplements and chemicals and stuff that's not banned. They ain't got hip to it yet.
Okay, let me ask you this. So in the past, when greats is great, right? In the past, greats is great at what they do. It's cool, but in this era, it gotta be that some other John or whatever. Like I don't understand. Like I'm just like
No. Clarify what you're saying, EJ.
no,
I mean, what you
no,
mean is
no.
back in the day,
What
all
I'm
the
saying
greats.
in the past, what I'm saying in the past, they was just great players. They was great. It's just what they do. I don't care if he jump off Mars and dunk the ball, whatever. But in this day and age, he do something like that but better, or he got to be on something. Man. He's on some drug, it's steroids or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, why is it so different in this generation than it was then?
because I think back then players was more. You had some that got caught taking steroids, but I think back in them days it wasn't about steroids. You knew what to do to build your body and to build your stamina, your gas. You went to practice. You learned the game.
Facts,
Remember when
because most of them players don't really practice like that.
yeah,
That's why you see all these non-contact injuries.
Right. This nigga got turf toe on a basketball court. Niggas hurting their my elbow. They don't drink milk no more. Shit. But I think that seriously, EJ, it's I think you have to look at what people went through in like back in the day. We used talking about players would build themselves up from high school to college. And from college to the pros. You remember when Mike first got in the league? Remember how skinny he was? He wasn't skinny, but he was skinny. And he got tired of getting whooped by the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks and all the rest of them dudes that was in the East. And then next thing you know, he came back one season buffed. He got his weight up. These dudes ain't now you see these dudes, it goes from one season to the next, and they got super muscles, if that makes sense. The game was different back then. You had to you know what I mean, you had to really pay your dues back then. And a lot of people wasn't. This dude's constantly trying to come out of college. Come out of high school. Then they got a lot of what do you call them? International players in the league. They changed that up on purpose. Yeah, they changed that on purpose. So now you ain't got no bit. I think Shaq was the last big man. Everybody else that was Shaq's height is shooting threes. That's the game. That's why I said it's AAU basketball. They run and go. If you don't get, I wish I would have a 7-footer out here shooting 3-pointers. Man, if you don't get down on that block,
setting picks at the 3-point line, like what?
Yeah, if you don't get this.
Hey fellas, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing?
Good.
Oh, we good.
Okay. We got to do a commercial break. Want? We got sponsors out here. What I want them to smack shit at you. We got sponsors out here. So we got to do a little commercial break. It's only a couple seconds long, but here we go. That's the John Show. Nothing but net, nothing but net. Let's check him out one more time. All right, let's give it up for Mr. John Show. He got that ball in the net with no problem. Good job, Mr. John Show. So, so the Lakers lost. Who else played last night?
I don't know. Good question. The only team I watched was the Lakers last night.
And
they disappointed me, even though it was an all right game. But they played the Warriors.
The Warriors. What team is Steph Curry on?
On the Warriors.
Okay. So we got Steph Curry with the Warriors kicking the Lakers behind with LeBron. So basically, Steph Curry kicked LeBron's behind if we're going to do individual
LeBron
players.
Didn't play.
Oh, LeBron
didn't play.
Why LeBron ain't play?
Because he too damn old.
Oh, so he just bench riding, collecting the check?
Well, I mean, he claimed he hurt, but you got this thing called load management nowadays, where I guess players just sit and rest whenever they feel like it and whatnot.
What you call load management? What that mean?
Pretty much like they only play certain games. Well, I think they'd be taking the rest and getting that check and still get paid. Remember, they still get paid on the 1st and 15th.
In and out like
a
a
night, as long as they on the roster.
You know, I thought I saw that kind of stuff in football where, you know, once the football team has already, 1 second, EJ, once the football team has already made it into the playoffs, they don't need any more of the other games that they have to play. They usually put their main players on the bench and let the players who haven't played all year play the games that they don't care if they win or lose. You know what I'm talking about?
So you won't have your star players getting hurt.
Yeah. So how is that in the opposite in the NBA that we don't let the star players get hurt before they get to the playoffs?
No, that's different. See, that's different. Well, see, that's different in the NBA. They be doing that stuff during mid-season, like talking about
the NBA
and at
the
the beginning of the season. No, the NBA.
Yeah, so the NBA do that all season long. They basically, it's just any time that we just don't feel like playing, we ain't gonna play.
Yep, and that messes up. Yep, and if you a gambler, if you somebody who who do sports booking, that can mess your sheet up too whenever they do that. Because you might, you might think that the person, all right, let's say that two of your star players are out, and they score the most points, and you happen to take that same team that got them 2 star players out. That's gonna mess up your sheet if you if you took the team like minus the point spread. Like if they're minus 10, they're expected to win by 10 or more, but with your 2 star players out, that changes the game.
So you're risking, it's a bigger risk with your money. So if you do you make bets where, or make picks where you say that, oh, LeBron is going to score 500 today, but he don't even play in the game.
No.
It's nothing like that.
I don't do the fantasy. No, I don't do the fantasy draft stuff. I don't do all that. I don't like that.
So,
I don't like the stats stuff.
So the fantasy game is where you bet on the player themselves and not just the team.
Yeah, like for the stats, like how many points they may score in the first, second, third, or fourth quarter.
And they're not even gonna play the game.
Exactly, but I prefer not to do that because I prefer to bet on the whole entire game. Like, what's the final score? How many points did the 2 teams score combined, and how many points did the team beat the other team by? That's all I care about.
Okay.
Money.
So if you do the fantasy football and you say that LeBron gonna make 1,000 points per game and LeBron doesn't play, do you get a refund on your money?
Huh?
Not
LeBron don't play football, bro.
So what? You don't get a refund.
Hey, Clara, you know he ain't getting a refund on that, John.
Ain't no way.
And you know he don't play no darn football.
He ain't getting no refund on that, John. That shit over.
Hell no.
Oh, the fantasy is for football and not NBA, not the basketball.
I thought the fantasy. You said fantasy, right?
Yeah, you got the fantasy football, and they got something else for the NBA also.
Oh, okay. So we don't
they
even
got
have to worry
something else
about the
for it.
fantasy. We don't have to dream. We don't have to dream on the NBA. Okay, that's dreaming only for the NFL. Okay, so we got the dreaming for the NFL, and we got something different for the NBA. That's when we need Gilbert Arenas to come up here and explain it to us. Gil. You want to come up here and explain to us the difference between, because he the bet guy. He the underdog.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay. We won't invite Gilbert Arenas.
Right, because you're gonna put us in that little hole. You're gonna put us
exactly. We don't want to be over there.
That little hole.
Look, right now, listen, they hating on Gil on the 50%, but you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'll take the 50% right now. I'm gonna take the 50%.
I definitely would take the 50%.
50-50. That sound like 50-50. That sound like a.
That's broke people talk. That's how
a
the rappers
relationship,
get
bro.
caught up. Yeah, that would it. Do you got the masters to your music? You got R. Kelly over here singing, I don't own my music. I've been singing for y'all 500 years and I don't own my music. I'm over here living in an Airbnb. I listened to that song talking about I did it. So I think he said, I admitted I did it. I was listening to that song. I said, ooh, that's so. He said, I was staying at the Motel 6 and y'all thought I was rich. I said, God dang, R. Kelly, I feel bad for you. But back to basketball and football. So the Lakers lost. Did Steph Curry play last
You ain't
night?
got to keep saying that. Yeah,
Well,
but you ain't got to keep saying that, you know.
The Warriors won. We'll say it that way. The Warriors
Sometimes they
won.
get it back on track.
And, Steph Curry took over. How many? What was his score like? What was his thing like last night?
Ain't nobody studying that light skinned dude.
Yeah,
But
we really
anyway,
don't care.
it's not about us studying the person or whatever. Don't hate on the player. Hate the game.
Look,
we ain't
oh,
doing
okay. Well, how about this? Well, how about this? The Warriors had a fully loaded staff. The Lakers don't really have all their players like talking about.
Oh, well, then they shouldn't even
So
be in the
therefore,
game. If you ain't got your people, you know, when I watch the street games and the high school games, and if you ain't got your people, you show up and you say, hey, Empire person, we ain't got all our teammates. They said, do you forfeit the game? So they should have forfeited the game if they ain't got all their people. That's what I think. Hey, you got all your people? No. Well, then you forfeit the game. You lose. That's the name of the game. That's what I thought. What they not doing that no more?
No, they got people
they
on
have all their main scores.
Yeah, they bring you up from the practice squad if somebody hurt, if they ain't got a full roster. But you always have ain't but 5 people allowed on the court per team. So they're gonna have somebody to put in there. So they might put somebody on injured reserve or LeBron. I don't know why LeBron ain't here. He's been off all summer.
So it's the fans and the people in that city that has to pay the price of their team losing and the embarrassment because the Lakers people ain't picked the right people. Like it shouldn't all be on LeBron.
It ain't all LeBron.
Require that. Oh, we 500 deep, but we ain't shit without LeBron. They can't do nothing without LeBron. That's what they saying.
That's how they
only lost by 10. I mean, so I wouldn't really say it was all bad. They gave up almost 120 points, but they only lost by 10. Now, them giving up 120 points, that's going to probably linger for about the rest of the season because they do give up a lot of points. They've been giving up a lot of points over about the past, 4-5 seasons now.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect that from them.
So, I mean, listen, God forbid, LeBron go out there, he get hurt, he die, something happened to him. The Lakers just out for the whole year until they find another superstar.
I wouldn't say they would be out for the whole year. I just say that they have to, just regroup. And they have to rebuild because they're going to be in a rebuilding process for a while since LeBron is taking up all the money.
When was the last time the Lakers won a super NBA star or something? What they call that thing?
2020.
No.
2020.
After you beat all the conferences, the last game. What you call it? NBA championship or whatever. When the last time they got
in 2020? In 2020. If you want to call it that. If you want to call it a championship.
They wasn't no championship. They was playing in a damn bubble.
They was playing in a bubble. What you mean, Mr. Oates?
That was when COVID was out. They was playing in a bubble. They had pictures of fans in the seats. Wasn't no people in there.
Oh my goodness.
I laughed at that. I ain't gonna lie.
They had pictures of people in the seats. I said, "Is this who is this?"
There was somebody in the press and the management that said this would be a great idea. And somebody said, "I don't even care. I don't even." Just do it. Yeah, it's gonna be It's sort of like when you was watching Kamala Harris when she was running for president, right? She had bubbles all in the seats too, or people all fake in the seats too. I'm just saying, ain't no jab at you, Kamala. Do what you gotta do. But honey, it looked like you had some fake people in the seats too. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Demaya, that was the same year that Kobe had passed that they won. That was, and that was during what the NFL. He died like right before the Pro Bowl had started, because he died the same day that the Pro Bowl was played on.
Who?
Kobe.
Oh,
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, rest in peace. So yeah, back to these Lakers. They haven't won a ring in 5 years during COVID. And so they cheated. That's basically what you're telling me, because I don't know who everybody was chilling at home.
Hey, wait. I gotta pump your brakes. I gotta cut you off. I gotta cut you off right there. Now they didn't cheat. Now, true enough, the teams that they played, wasn't really about, it wasn't really about nothing. And then, some of the players didn't want to play because some of the players didn't want to, take the donut shop and all like that. So, I mean, it was what it was.
Oh,
but the Lakers still got a
so
championship, though.
That was a trick question and statement that I made, right? That was a total trick, because I didn't even know. I didn't know nothing about no bubbles, no stars, none of that. I ain't know nothing. So, and I didn't know that the Lakers was playing a BS game, teams. And now you telling me they got the BS championship ring because it wasn't no real players out there.
That shit was
real players.
Not according to what you just said.
I beg to differ. Well, some of it was scripted. Yeah.
Scripted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mean theater.
Look, Anthony Davis did not get hurt that year. No, he didn't get hurt bad. He actually played through the finals, which I thought he was gonna get hurt, because he always get hurt. Something always happens. He's a little fragile behind.
You need to drink some milk.
But back to this scripted games, fake championship rings, fake fans in the audience. It sounds like these brothers should have never got a championship ring. Hold on here. I got to give it to the Lakers like this. For 2020, a championship ring. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. I got Miss Chico Filez. Chico, coming up. You want to get off the camera now? I see you, honey. You want to come up or you want to stay on the camera? Oh, Lord, you look kind of crazy now. You over there doing, but you stay back there. No, that's all right. Look like they started doing some stretching, dancing. I don't know what you're doing back there, baby. Do I need an overlay for you? Let me put up an overlay, because I don't like to discriminate against nobody's mental health or illness. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just felt like stretching. Maybe your back hurt. But let me put up an overlay anyway for you, baby. Yes, honey. I don't know what's going on. But hold on. Let me upgrade. Put up an overlay.
Yeah, put Mother Nose up there. You put Mother Nose up there?
No, since we talking about sports, I'm gonna put old Caius or whatever his name is. Caius. I'm gonna learn his name one day. I just hired him, so I don't know him too well. Come on now. Okay, let's introduce Miss Chico Filez to the stage. Welcome, Chico.
Hello. Filez. Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Where am I?
What's your input today?
I'm fine. I was playing games all the day.
Okay.
But fine. Well. And you?
Oh, this is a commercial.
What's going on with you, Chico? What you got to say about this basketball stuff?
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna have to drop Chico. He didn't left the camera and started talking to himself. He's a little special. That's okay. We like special people over here. The world is filled with the specials. That's the way God made them. They can't help themselves. All right. Bless your heart, baby. Bless your heart. All right. Back to the show. All righty. So we just found out we spilled some tea, the dish and dirt, because let's not forget, this is dish and dirt. And we here to dish the dirt. And honey, we just found out some hot tea today that the championship ring of 2020 was nothing more than a joke. And we should take those rings back from LeBron, the Lakers, and all of them. I don't count that ring. And I'm going to go into the history books today saying, I don't count the 2020 NBA championship ring because the game was scripted. It was rigged. It didn't have real fans. They didn't play real teams. I just want back the rings. And that's my spill on the Lakers.
Those are allegations.
And the 22 ring. And y'all got that tea spilled here today. Yes.
Nice.
I'm going to let you brothers go ahead. You can give a rebuttal. You give a rebuttal, but you know this is Sheriff Clara Dish and Dirt. And I'm going to talk to my my sports analyst, Mr. Kayas, about it. And we might go into a little bit more drama about it. We might have to do a whole show on why we should take back the ring from 2020. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, these are lies. Speaking lies. Speaking false narratives.
Okay. Well, you know, you're not giving me no facts because it's actually out of your mouth, your confessions that I came to the conclusion. You told us it was.
And what did I say? I said half of it was scripted. I didn't say the whole entire season was scripted. I said half of it was scripted.
You told us that it was a bubble.
Yeah, that's what the NBA had called it. Yeah, because they were playing during, you know.
You told us it was fake fans in the audience, right?
No, I didn't say it was fake fans. That was Mr. Oates that said it was fake fans in the audience. I didn't make that statement.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You seen it like I seen it. Them was pictures. There wasn't no fans in them. Them was pictures. Big ass.
Exactly. I said pictures. It wasn't fake fans. It was pictures. It was posters.
The same difference, but it's not the same. It's different. Okay, I got you. Cardboard fans, Derry said. Derry said it was cardboard fans. Do you disagree that it was cardboard fans out there?
It might have been. It might have been. You know, like your project paper, like you know your
paper
your artboard. You know. Yeah.
I can see my art teacher right now with the paper mache, taking all the newspapers and making them people sit out there like, yeah, you got to shape it like this and paint the faces and stuff. Yeah, so they have paper mache people out there. They bought the paper mache at Walmart. Yes, honey.
Man, they probably spent like $30 putting them pictures in there. Some of them was out of focus. Some of them was blurry.
Oh no!
I'm telling you, go back and see if they got that on YouTube. I'm telling you, go look at this. But let me ask you, let me say this easy.
Yeah, what up?
The first time, and I hate to keep I don't want to beat up on your Lakers, but they ain't what they used to be. But anyway, the first time LeBron's LA got put out of the playoffs, what they do the next season? Let me tell you, they came back with a play-in. Remember, it was only the 8 teams from each conference, right, that made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, that 9th, 10th place thing that they were doing.
Yeah, now you can play in. So if the Lakers in 9th or 10th place, they can play for a spot in the playoffs. That's because LeBron was here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I didn't
that's what
understand it either.
I'm like. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm like, how you get a play in? But whoever they want in there, that's why they created that category, I guess you want to call it. That's the reason they did that. No, we got to have the Lakers in the booth. We got to have LeBron in here. We got to have him in here. So you give
Of
them an
course, it's
outlet.
a marketing tool.
Yeah, I understand that, but that let people know it's about the money, and and that just adds to the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got refs that I mean, we know what referees do. Referees control the game,
Oh yeah.
but
Oh
back,
yeah. We
yeah,
we witnessed that.
back in the day, I don't think that started until Jordan got in the league. Referees wouldn't decide no game. Somebody can throw you in the crowd and no foul call. That's why they called it the Jordan rule.
I don't know now.
I think it was Jordan. I don't think before that. I didn't see no. It was all rugged competition. And then they
Okay.
found Mike. Yeah,
I
Mike
say,
could play. Go ahead, Easy. Okay.
well, I mean, think about it. You always had Vegas, in the pockets of the of sports. So who knows? All that all that referee stuff may have started way before then. It's just that
You
we may
make a
not
good. That's
ever
a
know
good.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you make a good point because Vegas them been involved probably since the beginning. Well, I take that back. Because remember that when they first started playing basketball, you remember wasn't no blacks in there.
Right.
No, not one. Not one. It was a team full of dudes. I don't think nobody was over 6'6". But the more they got, you ever watched the movie Fish to Save Pittsburgh?
I ain't never seen that.
Okay, I think that movie. I think it was about the merger of the NBA, or not the merger, but the takeover. The NBA took over the ABA. So you had some players they wanted and some they didn't want. So they took the ones from the ABA and got them in the league, like Dr. J, and I think Kareem was in that league. They took them out of that league and brought them over to the NBA. All the stars over there they brought over, and then everybody the rest of the league just dissolved.
Hmm.
Yeah, watch that movie.
Have to
And
go
matter
check
of
that
fact,
out.
Kareem and Dr. J in that movie.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
yeah, they both. It's called The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. I think they was
Oh,
called the
okay.
name of the team. The name of the team was the Pisces.
Pisces. No, I ain't
Yeah,
never heard of that one.
you'll see. No, it was just. I'm just telling you, it's a movie, but I believe that's what it's the message, because it was a whole lot of players that was upset with the ABA. Uh, some of them was upset. I think it wasn't, but it might have been like 8 teams, 8 or 10 teams,
So
or
that's
something like that.
something like what the AFL, like turning into NFL.
Yeah, yeah, they went and got them, and some of them players or some of them teams just went up to the NFL, and some of the teams just lost players. Next thing you know, the AFL was done.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
But you damn sure right. That referee trick might have been in play early on. Like as
I
soon
mean,
as
yeah,
they
that's just my
started.
personal opinion on it.
Yeah, yeah, you right. You probably right. But that don't. It's the once that referee went to prison for that for gambling, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
you talking about the one that he didn't like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson had said something crazy to it was a game that Philly was playing, and Allen Iverson was was playing at the time. And I think that same referee you talking about had gave him 2 bogus fouls, and Allen Iverson had said something to the referee like oh, so it's like that now. And then I think the referee had replied with like you already know what this is, like you know what like you know what time it is, like you know what we're gonna do to you.
yeah. Say one more thing, you out of here.
Right.
Say one more thing, and no other.
Wasn't he wasn't
Go
he
ahead.
working with the Gambino family or something like that? With
I
that
don't know.
referee?
I had to go back and look at his book. I read like half of it, but he got a book where he was talking about that. Yeah, he was talking about it. I was like, oh, these dudes is, oh, yo, wow. So, and y'all got everybody thinking this is just the norm.
Oh, that means he got immunity if you're writing the book.
No, he went to prison. He came
Well,
out.
I ain't really gonna say immunity, not immunity, but anything he say won't be used against him since he's writing a book about it, and it's all somewhat evidence.
Yeah, but he
put out in the public.
he already had went to prison. Shit, he was like, what you got to lose? Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, but he said he working with the Gambino family. I'm surprised. I mean, if he was, I'm surprised he ain't got cement shoes yet.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if he said, he probably didn't say nothing about them. Probably left them alone. But then again, wasn't Sammy the Bull working with him?
I think so.
Yeah, but Sammy
If I'm not
the
mistaken.
Bull, Sammy the Bulls took everybody down, and then came out and refused witness protection.
Yep.
Yeah, he went out.
Okay, fellas. Now we talking about mafia, Sammy the Bull. Look at here. What, who y'all got tonight in the NBA game tonight?
Man, which one?
All right, so
I got the Bucks going over. With the Bucks playing.
Right now, we got the Cavaliers and the Knicks. Who you got, Cavaliers or Knicks?
Knicks.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
You gonna go with Cleveland? Well, aren't you in Cleveland? You in Ohio, ain't you? Close by.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Wait a minute, hold on. Where they playing at? I'm gonna be sensible about this.
I don't know if it's a home game or not.
If they in Cleveland, I'm gonna go with the Cleveland.
They in Madison Square Garden, so I don't think they're in Cleveland.
Oh no, you might be right.
So let's take some bets. Here. Let's take some bets. Let me get my paper right. Either no matter what happens, I win everything. No matter what. So we got the Cavs versus the Knicks. All right. Oates, you said you got Cavs?
No, they in New York. I'll go with the Knicks.
Okay, you go with the Knicks. Who you got, Easy?
I got the Knicks.
You got the Knicks? EJ, who you got?
EJ sleep.
Okay. So right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers and New York Knicks are in halftime. The current score is 50-65. That is the score so far. You had Evan Mobley with 16 points, Jalen Thompson with 5, Jared Allen with 2, Donovan Mitchell with 8, Sam Merrill with 3, Lonzo, you ain't in the game, baby. You over there with 0, but it's okay because you got 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And what's the MIN? What's MIN stand for?
Minutes.
Minutes. Okay, well, 12 minutes in the game. He's in 12 minutes. He done got 4 rebounds and 4 assists, but he hasn't scored yet. But that's okay because he's rebounded and assisting. Isn't that important?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. That's important.
Who's winning, Clara?
Huh?
Who's winning?
The Knicks are winning so far.
Okay.
The Knicks, their stats right now, you got OG with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Carl Anthony with 13 minutes in the game, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 9 points. Ariel got 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He hasn't scored, but he's rebounding. Jalen, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Michael, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And you got Landry, 6 points and 1 assist, 1 rebound. Miles, 9 points. So they're scoring over there with the Knicks. Doing okay, I guess. What's these other stats? Field goals, 3-pointers, free throws, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about all that. But yeah, that's how they're doing so far, and they are in halftime. That's the Cavaliers versus the Knicks. Next up, we got Heat versus Magic, 65-69, and we are in halftime. We got Andrew Wiggins, 9 points. Nikolai, 8 points. Barnes, 11 points. Norman, 13. Devlin, 10 points. The rest of them, they got a little 4, little 3, little 5, little 2. Ain't too much going on over there. So we got Heat at 65. Orlando Magic, 69. France is at 19 points. Palo, 7 points. Desmond, 14 points. Okay. And Anthony Black at 7 points. So that's the Miami Heat. They're in halftime as well. Right now, you got the Nets. They in quarter 2. Brooklyn Nets versus Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets in the lead with 69. Brooklyn Nets at 58. And the game is still on and popping. You got the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. 8 minutes in the game or quarter 1. Only 11 points, New Orleans Pelicans and Memphis Grizzlies. 8 minutes in the game, and they ain't scoring worth a damn to me. But what y'all think? Hey, I'm just new to this. Should there be more?
I mean, it is the beginning of the first quarter.
Well, they've been playing.
I mean, it is starting. Well, it may be a cold start.
Okay. Well, Detroit Pistons and Chicago Bulls. Ooh, Detroit Pistons just scored. It was going to be 10-10, but Detroit came back with a 12 points, 2 points in the lead. Okay, they're 7 minutes in, already kicking, doing better than the Nets and the Hornets. No, who was that? I just said Pelicans and the Grizzlies. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. The Wizards, they're 8 minutes in, 7-21. Okay, Milwaukee Bucks is in the lead, 21. The Washington Wizards are at 10.
They probably gonna kick Washington. Yeah, they're gonna kick their head in.
I should have bet it tonight. I'd have won me some money too. God damn.
You'd won.
Oh well.
Ooh. But this might be the game
right here.
We got the Philadelphia 76ers. Al, shout out to Dr. J. Allen Iverson. Hey, hey, those were the greats back in the day. Then we got the 76ers versus the Boston Celtics. They in quarter 2. It just says 6 minutes and 9 seconds, but something happened where the clock went back to 5 minutes and 52 seconds. So somebody must have said, hey, let's rewind the clock. Okay. I think that's what happened. And they are 76ers are in the lead with 41. Boston Celtics at 39. Yes, let's get it. Okay, so fellas, let me ask y'all this, because you teaching us ladies. We want to get into the game. I want to watch the game. I really want to participate in the games. I don't want to be just watching booty in the games. Okay, I don't want to just be turning on the games and seeing muscles and sweat and stuff coming down their uniforms. I want to really be in the game and respect the game and respect the work that these men put in to make their bodies look good, but also make their talent, their skills show. I need to respect their skills and their talent and not just their bodies. So I need you brothers to talk to me about the game itself. What is the average number a single player should have in the game, or what's the average number that they should score? Like if I said, oh, so-and-so scored 30 points today, is that an average number?
No, that's above average.
That's above average. So what is average?
About 20 points.
20 points per game. And who should be the one to get them 20 points?
Depends on the players.
That's what you're supposed to be telling me. Who?
Yeah, some are capable of scoring 20 points a game. Some just don't get a chance. They don't get enough minutes. But definitely at least like all the superstars, all the names you see: Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, Luka, LeBron, all of them supposed to be in the 20s.
Are they the point guards?
No, yeah, Kyrie is. All the rest of them, I think LeBron is a forward, but he plays point sometimes. He know how to handle the ball. Luka is a fucking power forward, center. Who else? KD is a forward. Who else did I say? What's his name? Play for Milwaukee. The Greek.
Oh, it's about Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis,
yeah, he's center.
He's supposed to have 20, at least over 20, and he's supposed to be on that glass.
Okay, so we got how many? So you got five. You got 5 players per team on the court.
Mm-hmm.
So you got your point guard, your center, your forward, and who the other 2?
You got 2 forwards. You got a small forward, and it's supposed to, this is how it used to be. You got a point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, center.
Wait a minute. Point guard, shooting guard. Hold on, I'm writing this down here because instead of me going to YouTube University and Google Chat GBT University, I'm going to come to Oates University. Okay, so I'm at the Oates University. So I don't want to know about back in the day for right now. I'm talking about today. I turn on the game. I'm looking at who? The point guard.
You should be looking at the point guard, shooting guard. Some teams don't even have a center. Some just had 3 forwards. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? Before we go into how that happened, let's talk about what's the point guard's job.
Distribute the ball, control the offense.
To control the offense. Hey, DJ Cleveland. So they control the offense.
Yeah, they said that they the ones who bring they the ones who's supposed to bring the ball up the court. Like, let's say after a missed bucket, you get the ball. Whoever rebounds, get it to the point guard.
So that's the one that's usually slow dribbling coming down. Their job is to get that ball to the other side. Yeah,
get it across the line. Now you run the play. You set up the play as you're coming up the court. You call out the play, like whatever the name of the play is, or the set. That's what they call the offensive set.
So he's the one. He got the rebound. Boom. And so he's dribbling the ball down the court. And he's the one putting them 2 fingers up, that 1 finger up, that middle finger up, like fuck this team, we about to take this shit. He the one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he the one that he was. Michael Jordan a point guard?
No, it was a shooting guard.
He was a shooting guard. Okay, so that's that. Okay. So the point guard coming down the aisle, he bring the ball to the other side. Who he pass it to?
Depends. Probably whoever's probably coming off the screen, or maybe to the shooting guard. And the shooting guard looks down. Look, you check where your bigs are. It just your bigs. The bigs are the small forward, power forward, center.
Okay, that's it. So what was Kwame Brown?
I believe Kwame was a center, either center or power forward.
So there's a power forward and what's the other forward?
Small forward.
Small forward. Okay. And what was Shaquille O'Neal?
A center.
He was a center. Okay. And what was Charles Barkley?
Power forward, if I remember correctly.
Okay. And do they also work interchangeably? Like 1 minute they might be center, next minute they might be power forward, or they stay those titles?
Well, sometimes they switch up. Sometimes it depends on like if somebody's hurt. Like, cause I see Magic Johnson play all 5 positions on the court. That's back in the day, but usually they're gonna maintain. Nowadays they're gonna maintain their position.
Okay. Derry says Kwame was both center and forward, but he also has the emoji of I don't know. CP3 says it's interchangeable. Okay, thank you, CP3. All right. So, and the shooting guard, tell me about the shooting guard. The shooting guard does what?
Shoot the ball.
Shoot the ball. Okay, so you got Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, and whoever else was playing at that time. But those I remember when they was playing for the Bulls.
Right.
Jordan, you said, was a shooting guard. Scottie was the point guard?
No, he was a forward.
He was the forward. Okay. A power forward?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So are the forwards, do they okay, I know in football you got your players that protect the quarterback. In basketball, do you have people that protect the shooters or the point guards?
Yeah, for the most part, no. The point guard is directing traffic. Now the forwards might be one that's coming up here setting the pick for the shooting guard or the power or the point guard, like to drive to the hole, go down the lane. You understand what I'm saying? There is really protection is supposed to be mano a mano, unless you play in a zone.
CP3 says enforcers, yes, they got them. What are enforcers?
Yeah, them the dudes that are that back in the day they'll put you on your back. Like you can't, if you come down that lane driving to the basket, one of them dudes like Charles Oakley and Larry Johnson and Patrick Ewing and them, well, he was a center, but they'll put you on your back.
Okay.
It's like Draymond. I think what he's saying, as far as enforcers, Draymond is like they the bullies on the team.
Okay, so if my team has a Charles Barkley on it, and I got the ball, so my team has the ball. Charles Barkley's job is to do what when I have the ball?
Get in his position, whatever the play is. He's supposed to get in his position, but Charles Barkley was a scorer.
So, but okay, so if I got the ball and I'm the shooter, I got the ball, I'm the shooter. Is it Barkley's job to keep the other players out my way?
No, that's where sometimes that's why they, when I said set a pick, it's like that player, you dribbling up the court, the defender's back is to your teammates. So when your teammate comes to set a pick, he might not even see him. So when you running or going to go past him, next thing you know, he running into this brick wall. That just knocks him out the play.
So he has the other team behind him while he's watching me with the ball, just in case he need to pick.
No.
Okay.
No. Let's say you the point guard, you dribbling the ball up the court. Okay,
Mhm.
you see your player. You done already gave the signal, whatever the play is. You done put up two fingers. That means 2 or 1 or whatever. You put your fist up or whatever. So they know what play is being called. So
Mhm.
when you coming up the court, you can already see your teammate coming to set a pick for you. But the defender that's guarding you doesn't see it or might not see it. So when he runs into that brick wall, okay, he's like I said, he's knocked out the play. You going around both him and your player going to the hole. Now you looking to see whether or not, okay, can I score or should I dish this out? Should I kick the ball out on the wing for the open 3-point shooter? Because once that one player has been knocked down or taken out of the play for real, it's like you already advancing the ball to the bucket. So another defender is going to have to come over to help. If they see you like going to the basket and you wide open, somebody should rotate over to prevent you from scoring that bucket.
Okay,
Or
I'm trying to break this down to the simplest forms, and you're using terms and stuff I don't understand, ain't got it yet. So I'm trying to break this down to the simplest form as possible. And so the job of Charles Barkley on the team, when he's on one side of the court where we have the ball, he's got one job to do. Now, when we're on the other side of the court and the other team has the ball, does he have a different job or is it still the same job?
No, he has a different job. His job is to play defense. He has to defend whoever he's been assigned to guard. That's his job. He's supposed to defend him.
Okay.
And then get the rebound.
So when Charles Barkley's team has the ball, it is Barkley's job to defend his teammates who has the ball.
No, I told you, he's responsible for playing his position. And I told you Charles Barkley was a scorer. So when they brought the ball up the court, most times they was giving Charles Barkley that ball.
Okay, wait. Let's not go into what Charles Barkley history was playing the game. I'm trying to understand, like, as if we were playing chess and you tell me what Bishop does, what the Queen does. So I'm just trying to create a position right now and say, okay, this is just Barkley. I don't want to know his past history. I just want to see what he does on the court, if that helps you understand what I'm trying to relay. So I'm trying to understand the actual positions, and I'm putting names on it to help me understand what he's doing in that position, if I'm explaining that well. I'm trying to understand the positions and not the history of Charles. So if Charles is on the team and his team, like for me, in football is much more, I understand it better with football. I know what the offense does. I know what the defense does. And that depends on who got the ball. And they bring in a whole nother group of men to deal with the offense. And they bring in a whole nother group of men to deal with the defense. But with basketball, you're not bringing in a whole nother group of men. These are the same men, but depending on what side of the court they on, I'm asking, are they basically playing defense and offense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be a simpler way to put it. On offense, when you have the ball in basketball, that's a simpler way to put it. In basketball, when you got the ball, the job of the offense is to score. Who is the offense? The offense is those 5 players that's out there. When you go back on defense and the other team has the ball, your job is to defend, to prevent them from scoring.
Right. Okay. So if my team, we in offense, I got the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the shooter. You the point guard. You just brought down the ball. And are you looking to pass me the ball to shoot, or you're looking to see if you got a way to shoot? Are you looking at your forwards, your centers? You are the point guard. You got the ball. You dribbled it down. What you looking for?
All of that.
All of that.
That's why I said the point guard is directing traffic. He can see. He's looking at everybody. He can see everybody.
So JMC says basketball is easier to understand than football. And that may be true, JMC. However, because I understand football better than I understand basketball, to me right now, basketball is is up in the air. I mean, it's easy to look at the game and say, LeBron has the ball, he's going to score. But to actually get into the skill of the team, that portion I don't have. Like, I used to watch Tim Duncan and the Spurs, and they was a dream team, but that was in my 20s. You talking about over 20-something years ago. I don't remember. Or if I even knew. I just wanted Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and all of them to win. So I want to understand the team portion of the NBA and not just LeBron scored or Steph Curry scored. I want to know what the team did overall together. You know, if are they a dream team like the Spurs?
They followed their assignment. That's the only way I know how to put it. That's like I said, when they come down and they call a play, the point guard and already gave, like I said, then gave the signal, whether 1, 2, 3 fingers or what, and he's directing people like, okay, look, he might be dribbling the ball at the same time. He's telling a certain player, like, get over here, go to this block, he's directing traffic. Now here comes the pick. The person defending you, let's say you the point guard, the person defending you, he gets picked out of the play. You go around him, you going towards the basket. Somebody might pull off of the person that they're defending to guard you because it looks like you're wide open. And he'd dish the ball right to them and they get an easy layup or easy dunk.
So when the point guard is coming down and he's deciding what play should be next, what does he base his play off of? Like, what makes him say, I'm going to do the 14 play versus the 10 play? What does he just think about it? Does he read the room? How does he know which play to do?
More than likely, you got that from the coach, because when he's coming down, he's paying attention to the coach, even though the coach is on the sideline. But the coach is going to call the play.
Oh, okay. So he go over there, he talk to the coach. Coach give him some sort of signal on the play, and he lets the other players know this was what coach said. This is what we gonna do.
Ain't no going over and talking to him about that. He'll look over, but he has to worry about this defender. He has to worry about who's defending him also as he's coming up the court. You follow what I'm saying?
He's got to worry about who's defending him. So slow that down.
Go ahead.
Slow that down for me. So does he not know who his teammates are that's defending him, or like, is it something else? Like, how does he? I don't get that part. Like, doesn't he already know when he started the game who defended him? What do you mean?
Yeah, whoever is defending him. But that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have time to go talk to the coach like what you want me to do, coach. He can't like stand over it because you only have, I think it's 8 or 10 seconds to get the ball across half court.
Mm-hmm.
So when the ball is inbounded, like let's say after a made shot, the other team scores a bucket. Okay, you take the ball out. When you throw the ball in, you got 8 to 10 seconds to get the ball up the court or across half court. And that time, the coach might be shouting the play out, 32 or 5 or whatever. He'll call the play out, and the players are hearing, the point guard are hearing. Now, if you have a defender who's like waiting to pick you up at half court, and what I mean by pick you up at half court, he's not guarding you from baseline to baseline. They done scored a bucket, so he's back at the half court line and waiting on you to bring the ball up. They get back in their defensive set. During that time, the coach is going to shout something out or give a signal to the point guard. This the play you run.
So that question really would be for a coach to say, Coach, what makes you say do this play or do that play? It's something he has seen on the court. That's not necessarily something that a player. Does the player ever go against the coach? And if he does, what happens?
Yeah, sometimes they do, and it works out. It's everybody don't follow this, but sometimes you don't have time. Sometimes, especially if it's crunch time and the game is tight, it's almost over. We're coming down the last few minutes. You got a defender up like in your pocket. What I mean by in your pocket is means like you don't have time to look over at the coach for real. Hopefully you hear him, but I'm pretty sure it's players that call their own play. It's certain like point guards that have that IQ where they can call the play, where the coach would be comfortable enough to let the point guard run the game or call the play.
Is that sometimes where we see a coach slam down his clipboard or something? He get mad because they not following the play he said or something like that, or he mad at the referee. When he gets mad like that, what?
He's mad at the referee. He might be mad at the player when he slam his clipboard down. You was out of position. You'll know when he get over there. When you slam that clipboard down, more than likely it's about to be a timeout coming. Like you didn't listen to what or somebody was, like I said, somebody was out of position. Somebody didn't run the play as they were supposed to. But sometimes it do be, like you said, the referee. Or somebody takes a bad shot.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Oates. Hold on 1 second for me. We got somebody in the back chat. We're going to bring him up for just a moment. And thank you for all of your input, Mr. Oates. DJ Cleveland, you can go ahead and go off camera. I know it's you. I don't want you on camera. So you can go ahead and step off the camera. All right, coming to the stage, DJ Cleveland.
Hey, Clara, how you doing?
I'm doing well,
I just want to shout you out for getting rid of that one dude.
Okay, you're welcome.
And how you doing, Mr. Oates?
What's up, DJ?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm all right.
That's cool. And EJ, salute.
He's been on mute for a while. He may be taking care of some business.
Yeah, it looks like he's busy. Yeah. Anyways, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. You got some input on this basketball stuff?
Let's see. Who we talking about for basketball? I know. Well, I know the Cavs will win. The Cavaliers, the Cleveland ones.
Well, right now the score is 72-79, and the Knicks, the Cavaliers are playing away in New York, in New York at Madison Square Garden. They're in the third quarter, 5 minutes in, and it's 72-79. So it is still a tight game.
Wow, I got to watch that. What channel is it on?
The channels, it looks like if you want to watch it live, you got to have either ESPN, Fubo, Sling TV, YouTube TV. I don't see Let me see. Let me use my current location to see if it's a. Well, for my current location, it's not going to help you in Cleveland, so I don't know. For you.
Damn.
So you'll have to look it up and see where it is for you locally.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so who you got? You said you got the Cavaliers. Well, you from Cleveland, so you would have the Cavaliers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, may your team win tonight. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, that's cool. How's your night?
My night is going very well.
Yeah, you just chilling. You drink?
Yeah, it is. No, and we're not getting into my personal business right now. We're playing the game, so we don't want to get
my bad. My bad. Yeah, I just like to talk a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I know. And right now we want to talk about the basketball. So you're welcome to stay up here, but we're talking about the basketball. So I don't know if you want to stay or you want to go, but we're going to get back into this NBA game and help me understand better about the game. And that's what Mr. Oates is doing right now.
Okay, let's hear Mr. Oates. I'll be up here for about a minute.
Okay, put yourself on mute for while we do that, okay? And chime in when you have something good to say about the game, okay?
Yes.
Well, you on mute. All right. Thank you, baby. All righty. So, Mr. Oates, okay, so I got my point guard, my center, my power forward, my small forward, my shooting guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's say if they got a good team, they got these 5 people, right? And I got my offense, I got my defense. We got the coaches giving the plays. What else do I have? Mr. Oates? Talk to me.
No, you pretty much got, like I told you earlier, the job of the 5 people on the court is to score and defend. That's the team job. Those 5 players that's out there, even if somebody gets subbed out, when I say subbed out, it's like this player, another shooting guard comes in for the starting shooting guard, or another forward comes in for the starting forward. Center.
So the center, are they actually standing in the center? Why are they called the center?
Not most time. Usually, because they the biggest dude, like Shaq, like what's his name? You just said the team, the Spurs. Not Duncan. I think he was a power forward, but I think David Robinson, he was a center. Patrick Ewing, center. Hakeem Olajuwon, center.
What about LeBron James?
He's a power forward.
So, what's the difference between a power forward and a center?
Most time, the power forward is, in my opinion, the center is supposed to like maintain the protect the basket for real. You come down that lane and shoot that layup, he should be trying to swat that ball out into the stands or block your shot.
Sort of like a goalie in soccer.
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. But his job is to protect that basket.
Yeah, like I think that's what a goalie does in soccer. They are there to make sure that soccer ball does not go into the goal, does not go into the net. So
right.
They need to do whatever they need to do to keep that ball from going in there. So the center's job, and correct me if I'm wrong, because now my brain is starting to turn into a fault. So the center's job is to keep, it's like the goalie, keep that ball from going in the basket.
Yeah, but see, now, this is, I know you said you don't want the history lesson, but that's how centers play. If you have, now let's say that the center let's say his job is defend what he's gonna be defending the other center on the center on the other team, right? Okay, let's say that center can on that other team can shoot. He can shoot from three or he has a nice jumper. Sometimes they'll use that center to draw your center away from the basket. So the power forward or the shooting guard or the point guard or the small forward can get to the basket to make it a little bit easier. So you can't block a shot. You know why? Because the center is out guarding his man, defending the other player at the 3-point line, or at least maybe close to it, because that center can shoot.
Okay, so if you're on a team where the other center can shoot, so then my center would have to. Okay, so they're playing goalie with the basket, like they're supposed to be making sure nobody come run up and do no layups, no do nothing, don't touch this, don't touch my basket, point blank, don't touch my basket. But
right,
the other team center might can do a 3-pointer. So I might have to step away from the basket to get up on that center.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Just to make
Which
sure
would leave my basket open.
Yeah, if the basket, no, because now it's everybody's job is to on defense, everybody's job is to defend
the basket.
When the other team has the ball, everybody's job is to defend. So
basket,
you can't be
not the other players.
To defend those other defend against those other players getting to the bucket. That's why I say why I was saying earlier, LA, their defense was terrible. No, you get caught standing still and not paying attention where the ball is. You look to your left, and the player you defending go to your right, and next thing you know, you turn and he gone. So he gonna cut down the lane, get a quick pass, and lay the ball up. Now the center might be out, let's say outside of the paint. You'll learn about this as you watch it. The paint is the like the square area, the triangle. You know where the free throw line is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, from there to the baseline, that's the paint. Now he can't stand in there. He can't just stand there like both feet just planted in the middle. He can't just stand there unless they playing zone defense. He can't just stand there. He has to be outside of that, and the offensive player can't do that either.
So, like, okay, in football, there are teammates there to guard the quarterback to make sure that he can throw his ball. And
two tackles,
basketball,
Go ahead.
With basketball, it's not that they're there to guard the point guard or the shooter. Their job is to make sure the other team does not get nothing in that basket, in the bucket.
Yes, that's defending.
Okay.
They're
defending. One is defending. In football, you're defending the player, and in basketball, you're defending the basket, the bucket.
Yeah, but see, in football, that's why I said it was easier to say that. The difference is in football, you have a group of offense and defense. It's 11 players on offense, 11 players on defense. On the basketball court, you might ain't no like if they score, another group of people come in.
Right.
There's that no, it's not none of that. In football, it's like I said, the offense, they're supposed to produce points in football. The defense is supposed to prevent the other team from scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but in basketball, your job is, especially let's say you're playing 40 minutes a game. Them whole 40 minutes, you are expected at least to defend. Don't let your man score. And if you can, let's say you can get a steal, meaning you take the ball away from the team, like somebody throws a bad pass and you intercept the pass, and now you going back up the court. Now it's transitioning from defense to offense.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing, you defend, period.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's why I said they run picks. When your player, let's say it might be your power forward or your center, you're dribbling the ball up the court. Like I told you, the defender, the person that's guarding you, defending against you, trying to keep you from scoring, they don't see your center coming to set this pick. That's why you run them into it. You dribble the ball as close as possible to that your player, your teammate that's coming to set that pick. He stands still, and that other player, that the one that's defending against you, he runs into that pick. Now you have a little more room to work. Now you come around that pick. You come off the pick. Sometimes people say go under the pick, or like defenders will go under the pick. But if you watch Steph Curry, if you watch Golden State, that's how he gets a lot of open shots.
So
Because
when the game starts, you got your 5-on-5.
Mm-hmm.
Is each player assigned the other team's player? Like, you gonna be on this person, you gonna be on this person, this who you watch all night, this who you play all night, or back and forth. How does that work? Or it just you randomly pick somebody?
That's what it should be. Usually it is, but sometimes
which one is the usual? Is it
the usual is you have a player you assign to. Now, somebody could set a pick on you, or set a pick if I'm playing. If somebody can set a pick on me,
what's
a pick is it's like I told you, they run into that stone wall. A pick is somebody more or less blocking you. That's why I said they have to stand still. When they stand still and set that pick, they don't see it coming because they're watching you dribble the ball. So you dribble the ball up the court and you go, let's say the pick is going to the left. So you go to your left, he doesn't see it coming. Unless, and this is also something that should be said too. Normally, players or on a team, they'll call out pick left, or pick right, letting you know the pick is coming. You understand what I'm saying now?
No, I'll have to look up what pick is because it's not clicking for me. I want to know when I get in the game, I pull up to the street basketball court and I'm like, yo, let me in the game. And they like, okay, you got so-and-so. That's who you make sure that person doesn't score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you assign to him. But if I set a pick for somebody, or if somebody sets a pick on me, we might switch. Like, let's say another one of my teammates, they might once the pick is in, I'll just have to stay on that man for that possession. When I say possession, that means the time that we have the ball. So they might set a pick. We play defense. Now I might be on you don't want to let a lot of times bigger dudes get switched to small guys. Okay. So when they switch, they stay on that man. Okay, let's say they shoot the shot and they miss the shot. They end up getting the rebound. Okay, get back. That means get back on defense, or we going back on offense. Or let's say they shoot the ball, miss, and get the rebound. They're going to kick it back out to the point guard. most times. They're going to kick it back out to the point guard, let him set the play up again. He's going to call another play. Now, get back on your man if you have time. If you got time, you know what I mean? If y'all both on the same side of the court, like, okay, this your man, this my, now I'm back on the original guy I was assigned to defend.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I mean, like I said, that's how those picks, sometimes those picks work. You might see Steph Curry roll off a pick. Roll off. I know it probably ain't making no sense right now, but roll off a pick, and next thing you know, it's a big dude on him. It's a center, one of these long, lanky dudes, and all Steph Curry gonna do is like fake like he going to the hole or go to the hole and blow right past this guy because he's smaller, he's faster, he's more athletic. He might fake the shot like he gonna take a 3-pointer. And that guy jumps up in the air like he's going to block it, and Steph Curry go right around it. Or any other point guard.
Okay. Right now, just an update on the scores. The Cavaliers have ended the third quarter. They're going into the fourth quarter, and the game is tied 87-87. The Heat versus Magic. They're in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes and 49 seconds in. It's 103-97. Still a tight game. Still anybody's game. How many minutes are in one quarter?
12, I think. Yeah, 12.
Okay. So they got about, well, it could still be what? 20 minutes still within. If it's go to 12 minutes and we at 8:49. With all the timeouts, the pauses, the whatever, how much longer do you think this game will be?
He says 8 minutes into the third quarter?
Yeah, and in the fourth quarter.
8 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
No, they're 8 minutes. Let me share the screen so I can stop trying to explain. All right, let's see here.
Can't nobody see that.
Let's see if we can get it. Can you see?
No.
Can you let me?
Okay, I'm
let's not fight. Okay, thank you. This ain't messy. Let's argue. I ain't in the mood for that. Let me. Trying to talk sports here. I'm trying to get into the game. Give us a different content. Less arguing, fussing, and fighting. Let's get into it. Can you see it, or do I need to zoom in or do something?
Yeah, zoom. Which game are you talking about? I see 9 of them, I think.
Right. So
okay.
Let's see. Is that good? That's good. Okay. So as you can see, we got the Heat 107-101.
Right.
They just took the time back, but I don't know if that's 8 minutes. Maybe I'm reading it wrong where I'm thinking it's 8 minutes left in the quarter. Yeah, it's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
8 minutes left. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So no wonder the numbers went down. I was like, wait a minute, the numbers just said. So I was doing it opposite. I was doing it the wrong way. I thought that was 8 minutes in, but they're saying it's 8 minutes left. Okay.
Right.
All right. So that's the Miami Heat right there. And Orlando Magic, they're 107-101. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And as you can see, the Cavaliers are tied.
Yeah, they in I thought I just seen end of regulation.
Yeah, it did just say that, but then it's gone now. So what does end of regulation mean?
That means 4 quarters is over and they tied.
Okay, that's what they just was. It's a fourth quarter. So
I
don't know.
Yeah, I just seen Cleveland just score. Okay, so this is quarter number 4, according to this screen right here. Okay, so they got 11 minutes, 43 seconds left. Cleveland up by 2.
Yeah. So is anybody's game still?
Oh yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. All right. Then we have we see Heat and Magic. 8 minutes left, fourth quarter, 107 and 101. Still anybody's game.
Mm-hmm.
The Nets and the Hornets, 97, 111. Hornets in the lead. End of quarter 3.
Yep, they up 15.
Listen, when I look at these scores, okay, let me see. Well, they're only in the second quarter. I'm going to give the Pelicans and the Grizzlies a chance because they're only in the second quarter. I'm like, why are the scores so low? But they're only in the second quarter. So I'm going to give them a pass. Pistons and Bulls. They're still in quarter 2. Wizards and Buckets. Let's see, all time or Central Times. Let's see more. Nobody else is ending anytime soon. The Clippers and the Spurs have not even begun to play yet. Timberwolves, Kings, Suns, they playing late. Everybody, well, I guess they're going, closer to the other side of town. So, and when I say that, I mean on the other side of the country. This is probably the East Conference, or what is conferences for football, but or is it Eastern Conference?
Yeah, you have what is it? You got in the football, you had the NFC and the AFC, and basketball, you have what is it? Eastern and Western Conference.
Mm-hmm. All right. So right now we're looking at the East Coast play. Is that what we're doing here?
Some of these, let me see, Raptors, Hawks, 7-2. Most of these do look like Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Heat, Magic. Scroll down some, Clara. Pelicans, Grizzlies, Wizards, Bucks. Yeah, these these look like all East. Okay, the Clippers is West Coast. Jazz is West Coast.
Okay.
Spurs and Mavericks is Western Conference.
Okay, so right now we're looking at the East Coast games. Okay. So so you got the Eastern Conference versus the West Conference. And talking about that, when would the 76ers play the Lakers?
You had to look at their schedule because
no,
the 76ers.
I don't want to say no, but what I'm asking is, so you have the East Coast Conference has a championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
The West Coast Conference has a championship. But throughout the season, will the East Coast play the West Coast?
Yes.
Okay. So how is it determined if both sides are playing each other throughout the season? What separates the East Coast from the West Coast Conference? It's not like it's the West Coast Conference teams play each other and then the East Coast Conference teams play each other, and whoever is the best of that, then they come together in the Middle Coast and they play each other. So explain that to us.
No, they have you pretty much you play, what is it, 80? I think it's 82 games in a season. You play pretty much East and West Coast Conference teams throughout the season. You're gonna probably play more teams in your division or your conference. Let me make sure I'm right. You're gonna probably play more. Regardless, the schedules are set up for all the teams. Okay, the top, I believe where it used to be 8, top 8 teams in each division. That's who makes it, or in each conference, that's who makes it to the playoffs.
Say that one more time. The top what?
The top 8 teams who make in the East and the Western Conference. They make it.
Hold
Yeah,
pause that thought. My pen was not working. So it's the top 8 teams per conference.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm sorry, Claire. I believe it's 10 because they let the 9 and 10 team, the 9th place team and the 10th place team in each conference. They let them play for a spot in the playoffs. You follow what I'm saying?
Not wait a minute. So the top 10 teams per conference do what again?
The 9th and the 10th team, 9th and the 10th place team, they play for a spot in the playoffs. The top 8 already got a spot in the playoffs.
Okay, so the top 8 is already in. Y'all in, but the 9th and the 10th, they got to duke it out.
They get to play for a spot to get into the playoffs. So whoever wins from 9 and 10, they get a spot in the playoffs. Now, from that point,
so it's only going to be 9 teams in the playoffs for each conference. Okay, 9 teams, top 9 teams per conference. Okay.
Okay, so now what happens is it's no more playing the Eastern Conference or versus the Western Conference. So in other words, if you're in the East, you don't play a Western Conference team in the playoffs unless you get to the championship. At that moment, they get to the playoffs. It's all Eastern Conference teams versus Eastern Conference teams. It's all Western Conference teams versus Western Conference teams.
Okay, so let me see if I can regurgitate what you said. So it's 82 games of everybody all over the place. Everybody playing everybody. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Now the best of the 9 for the East and the best of the 9 for the West play in the playoffs.
Championship. No, play in the championship. You said the best. Oh, no. Okay, no, you're right. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm clarify this. You only once you get to the playoffs, Eastern Conference versus Eastern Conference, Western Conference versus Western Conference. Whoever.
Okay, wait. So you got 82 games, regular games, right?
Yep.
And after the 82, you go into the playoffs.
Right.
How do they determine the teams for the playoffs?
It's they based on their record. Like it's like the best records in both conferences. The top 8, top 9, top or 10. They're like whoever has the best record in the West, I have the number 1 seed. Whoever has the best record in the East, they'll have the number 1 seed. So they'll probably have a bye. What I mean by a bye is they probably won't even have to play until some other teams have played. So they would have to face the number 1 in the West would have to face like what is it? I believe it'd be 8 and 9 playing. It's so scrambled now. But 1 used to play 8. Like the best in the league, the number 1 seed, that's what they call them. The number 1 team in the West, they'd play the number 8 seed. I believe 2 would play 7, 4 would play 6, or 4 would play 5, or 3 would play 6, 4 would play 5. And when I'm saying that, I'm saying the numbers. They're going by the records. If you have the best record, the second best record, the third best record, the fourth best record, the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all the way down. Okay, so they go ahead.
Wait a minute, I'm getting lost a little bit. So it's just 1 championship game, right?
Yep. No. No, it's a series.
What's the difference? Okay, so championship series.
Yeah, it's the best of
Okay,
7.
hold on. Okay, so playoffs is the general term for the elimination tournament that happens after the regular season, while a championship series is a specific final round within the tournament, like with the World Series or NBA Finals in basketball. Therefore, the championship series is the ultimate playoff series where 2 teams compete. So okay, there's I'm going to write this calculation. 82 games in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody can play anybody.
No, they go based on record. That's how they give them seeds. Like the number 1 seed is the team in that conference with the best record. The one with the worst. Go ahead.
So if it's this, so if the 76ers has a bad record and the Lakers have a good record, they don't play each other at all in the regular season?
Oh no, they probably do play them. Yeah. They're gonna play them throughout that regular season, them 82 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So in the 82 games, anybody can play anybody. No?
Right.
Yeah, okay. So in the regular game, everybody started fresh, 82 games, anybody playing everybody. You play this one, you play this one, everybody playing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And after the 82 games, they start mathing. The people go in the math box and they say, okay, well, you scored this and you scored that, and we're gonna take the best of the best of what would be what. Who how many do they pick for the playoffs?
I told you it's now it's 10, but it's those last 2. It's like the 9 and 10. Those are they getting an opportunity to play to get into the playoffs.
Okay, so those are the 9 play each other.
But the 8, no, listen to me. The 9 and the 10 are play each other. But the 8 is already in there. The top, and this is in the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference. The top 8 are already in. They got a spot in there.
Okay.
Okay. So now you don't go back. It ain't where you go over here and play them, or you go over here and play them. No, you're playing strictly Eastern Conference teams against Eastern Conference, other Eastern Conference teams, and Western Conference teams versus other Western Conference teams. That's how they end up after all that.
Okay, so that's what the playoff. This is a playoff to determine who's going to be in the championship series.
Yes.
Okay, so they take the top 10. The top 8 are already in. So the playoffs are going to be between the 9th and the 10th players.
Yeah, they gonna play that. That's for a play in. That's so one of them can get into the playoffs. I told you I was saying it earlier. They started that shit with the Lakers.
Okay, wait a minute. I gotta write it down. I got the play-ins.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do my math. So I got my 82 regular games, and then the top 8 are already in the playoffs.
Right.
And then we do the play-ins for the 9th and the 10th.
Right. Between them 2. Now one of them get in. One of them gets into the playoffs. So somebody's gonna have a bye. What I mean by a bye is somebody ain't gonna have to play the first round. They're gonna be able to sit at home.
Who? Between the 9th and the 10th people?
No, the one somebody more than likely it's gonna be the number 1 person. The person, the team that has the number 1 seed, number 1 spot in the playoffs on both conferences, they ain't gonna have to play in the playoffs immediately.
You talking about out of the 8 people?
No, I'm talking about between 9 and 10, because the 9th and the 10th place teams. Whoever wins out of that, they get in. Okay, so they're gonna have to play somebody first. They're gonna have to play somebody.
Wait, I'm confused. If it's the 9th and the 10th during the play-ins, what are you talking about? Somebody get to stay home? How they gonna play each other if somebody's staying home? I'm confused.
No, that's why they call it a bye. That means you don't have to play the like in football. The first week of the playoffs, the number 1 seed usually has a bye. So that means another team, 2 other teams, they got to play each other, and then when whoever wins out of that, they play the number 1 seed.
Okay, I don't want to get into that portion. I just want to do the playoffs and the championships. Let's okay, so whoever win the play-in will be the 9th team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop right there because that's a little bit further into the calculus class that I want to take right now. I'm in calculus beginners course. Matter of fact, take me back to algebra. I'm in algebra. I ain't in calculus. Okay, because there's more calculus. Matter of fact, I never got calculus. I never made it to calculus. I got past algebra 1 and algebra 2, and I stopped right there. I didn't go into calculus. I don't know nothing about calculus. Let's leave that for the scientists. Science. I'm just going to take algebra 1 and 2. Okay, I know 1 + 1 = 2. That's good. And 1A + B = C. Hey, see, I'm still algebraic. All right. So I am doing a show. Yeah, this is still a live stream. We only got 4 people watching us. And because Mr. Oates is teaching me so much, rather than do this behind the scenes, I'm going to do it right here. You know, this is still content. This is still me and you, Mr. Oates, talking. So we don't really care who watching because I want to know so that I can put on better videos of the callus report and understand what I'm doing. And I want to know. This is different content. This is better than beefing and arguing. And I want to watch the games like I used to. I don't want to be lost. And I want to enjoy the games with y'all. So when Kwame and them start talking about NBA instead of me leaving, I'm going to stay and listen. I'm going to participate. So thank you, Mr. Oates, for teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got my regular games, 82 games. I got we already had the play-ins, and I got my 9 playoff players, right? So those 9 players are now going to play each other in that conference only.
Yes.
9 players.
No, 9 teams. 9 teams.
I mean, yeah, 9 teams. I'm sorry. 9 teams are now in the playoffs, which is also, I'm gonna call it the conference playoffs, or would that be correct?
Yeah, it's just the NBA playoffs. You can call it, you can call it, depends on, you can call it a conference play because it's West versus West, East versus East.
Okay. So this is where I remember with Allen Iverson when we were at, I don't know if you heard me tell that story of how we were at the play and it was like, yeah, we won the Eastern Conference. Woo, woo, yeah. And I was, yeah, like I really understood it, but I didn't, but I knew my team. So yeah, we won the Eastern Conference. And that year, Allen Iverson and the team was beaten. I mean, those people beat the hell out of them. Their bodies were sore. They and LA had been chilling for a while. I think they had like a week of rest where the Sixers didn't have a week of rest. And they had to go in and play the Lakers, and they ended up losing. And they pretty much lost because, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion back then, was because they did not get that week of rest. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, that could have been, but also AI needed some help.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, but I mean, that's what I remember from.
He went in LA
what year that was?
He went in LA and beat them that first game.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. You see that?
I think I remember that.
Yeah, when he stepped over Tyronn, he hit that 3-pointer and stepped over Tyronn Lue. That was the first game. They won that first game. I think they got. Yeah, they ended up getting whooped. I think 4-1. But he needed help. Mm-hmm. They didn't have no help for him.
Yeah, I think I remember that. That I do remember. We was kicking butt back there. Woo, 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 go
Yeah.
Sixers. Good games, good games. So okay. So then how many teams are we down to? Okay, so the Eastern Conference. So after the Eastern Conference, we pick one team from each conference.
Eastern Conference and Western Conference. That's the championship.
And then they play 7. Oh, the memory is coming back. So then they play 7 games.
Yep, best of 7.
Oh, we got it. We remember now. We're coming. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Okay. And 2 teams. Championship series. Okay. All righty. It only took me 2 hours to get all of this down. Because we were just really allowing everybody to talk about different things and different topics. So we got the championship series. So yesterday was the first game. Wait a minute, so is it 82 games per team? Do each team get to play 2 games? Okay. So some people, which was yesterday, it was just the Lakers. And let me see, where am I at? Yesterday, it was just the Lakers. Yeah, Warriors and the Lakers, the Rockets and the Thunder. So they got done their first game of the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's check the scores. We got the Cavaliers. The Knicks are at 95. They in the lead. 10 minutes left.
Because it said 10-12 like 7 minutes ago.
They may be doing something because let me see. Oh, okay, you're right. It needed a refresher. There we go. That should do it. But it messed up. I wanted to go back to the way it was. But anyway. All right. So where it was showing it side by side. But anyway. Cavaliers, 3 minutes left in the game. 108-99. Still anybody's game, right?
Yeah, depending on how they both playing. 108-99, that's 9 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they, like you said, that can be it still can be anybody's game. But
Tell me
right
about
now,
this fella. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a beast.
He's a beast?
Yeah, he's a beast. He got hurt last season in the playoffs. Again, I believe that it was against the Knicks. But everybody was predicting Cleveland to go to the championship. But he got hurt, ended up coming back, and they still couldn't do it.
Okay. So Donovan now has 29 points in the game. Tell me about that. Is that good, bad? What is that?
No, that's good. It looked like he's shooting 50%.
Which
means
he's
12 for 24. You see where it says field goals, 12 for 24?
He went for 24 and he got 12.
Okay, at Knicks. Okay, this is the 27. I'm tripping. Yeah, he's 12 for 24, so he's shooting 50%. That means half of the shots he shot went in.
And he went for
2 for 8. Yeah, for 3-pointers. He got one. Oh, that's terrible. He got 1 rebound. Damn. 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block.
So what is you had a great game for rebound numbers? Like how many rebounds should you have if you had a great game?
Double digits.
So it could be 10.
Yeah, 10, 12. But with that 10, 12, see some players like average, like the guy I don't know if he's still playing. The guy he played in Cleveland with LeBron. They won that championship with him. Kevin Love. He used to average a double-double. What they mean by that double-double is double digits in two categories. You follow what I'm saying? That means like, okay, he was averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds. Like he's solid.
Okay. If he got that ball, he was half guaranteed to shoot that ball, to get it in the back in the bucket.
No, it is pretty much just. I would say he's a how can I put it? A hard worker. He wasn't just interested in scoring. He got on the glass also. And when I say got on the glass, that's the backboard. He got that ball. He got the rebound. At one point in time, I remember. I don't think he averaged a triple double. Russell Westbrook. He would give you double digits in points, double digits rebounds, assists. And that's good for. He was a point guard. That's not too many people do that, and he did that in a certain season. Can't remember the season. I think he did that a couple of seasons. Like there was a streak, like a certain time span, like maybe 10, 15, 20 games. He was averaging a triple double, and that's not shabby at all.
Okay. So, what's assist?
When you pass the ball to one of your teammates and they score.
Okay.
It's usually without. Let's say you pass me the ball and I dribble down the lane and then lay it up. You're not gonna get an assist. But if I'm dribbling the ball up the court and pass it over to you in the corner and you shoot a 3 and make it, or shoot a 2 and make it, that's an assist.
Okay, so it's really so if you get past the ball, if someone passed you the ball and you make a shot with it, that's an assist.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I'm not like I said, like you might pass me the ball and I pump fake and then dribble to the bucket and lay it up. That's not an assist.
Okay. But if you immediately pass me the ball and I make it in, I go for the shot and I make it in, then that was an assist.
Yes. The other person gets the assist.
Now, is there a rule where you pass me the ball and I got to dribble it one time, or I can just go ahead and go for the bucket?
If you dribble it, I'm not gonna get an assist.
Okay.
But if you just shoot it, or like it going running down the middle of the lane, and I throw you a pass and then you just lay it up, that's an assist for me.
Okay.
You get the points, I get the assist.
Okay. That means that the play is good enough. The play was good, or is that what I'm looking for? The play worked. What am I looking for here?
Yeah, both I passed you the ball and you did what you were supposed to do and made the shot.
Okay. The lineup, the play, whatever, it was good. So I didn't have to do any extra and dribble and get rid of my guy over here and do this and do that, because then I'm still just, okay.
Yeah, now it's you. Now, if you got a dribble and all that, now it's just you the only person get the stat.
Okay.
And I say by that I mean the points.
Now, if you don't like your teammate, and even though you could go ahead and grab that, get that ball, and you can make it in, but you don't like your teammate, and you go ahead and dribble it and do something else and make it in, do people do that?
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty
Just
sure
they
they do.
can say they didn't get that assist.
Yeah, just so you don't get the assist or what they choose to say. They shouldn't even be on the team if it's just because you don't like your damn teammate. But
Mm-hmm.
if you can shoot that ball, sometimes it's a matter of confidence. Sometimes you don't feel like where he passed the ball or where he gave you the ball at, that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't your sweet spot. That wasn't where you like shooting at.
Mm.
So it might take, you know what I mean, the defender might be in a position where like it's like, oh no, this no, he right here. Or what they might want it on the block. They might want it on the wing so they can drive to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
But most people, if you pass them that damn ball and they can score,
They
um,
score.
they're gonna go. They trying to score. Otherwise, you like I said, you shouldn't even be on that team. And the
So
coach will probably go ahead.
so does it look if the coach is watching, right? The coach is watching, of course, and he sees one player pass it to the other player, and to the coach, it looks like the one that got past the ball, you should be able to make that shot without having to dribble or do anything else. You should have been able to take that shot from that pass. Does it look bad on the scoreboard, the full stats or whatever, like this person, when they get the ball, they do not have the confidence to make the shot?
Yeah, it looks bad for that player, and the
Mm,
coach can probably take him out,
mm, mhm, mhm, mhm,
like and tell him like shoot the ball, man. What are you doing?
mhm.
Why don't you take that shot?
So if it happens one too many times, then they might say that, no offense, Kwame, is that when they start calling him? Why did they call Kwame a bust?
Because in my opinion, that's because they look at he was a number one draft pick, so they saying like, oh no, you should be in here scoring 30. But I think a lot of that was formulated within the league itself. I think a lot of people within the league started saying that about him, but they didn't. They didn't. I don't believe they utilized him as they should have.
Mm-hmm.
If he went to another team, he probably would have been. It probably been like sweeter. He probably would. They wouldn't even be calling him a bust. But I don't call him no damn bust. You stay in that league like 11, 12, 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's ain't that many people in there. I forget how many people was in the league. Now, I know it's a low number compared to the population of America.
Well, if they threw Kwame the ball, he was gonna get it in. What was his field, what do you call it, field goal average or whatever?
I don't know what his average was, but
Mm-hmm.
I believe he was they. There was too many niggas on that team he was on to get the fucking ball.
Mm.
You had
Ball
Michael Jordan, Jerry Stackhouse, fucking Gilbert Arenas is stinking ass. You you had all them dudes was gonna shoot. They
Mm-hmm.
wasn't they wasn't even interested in passing the ball.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Especially Gilbert and Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse he was a beast too. But they wasn't trying to pass that ball.
Now, did that get them any rings?
No. It just got him
Mm.
some more money. It just got him some more points and some more money.
So, in the scheme of things, doing all of that ball hogging, and they didn't
Yeah.
get no rings at the end, it didn't benefit them being the ball hog, did it? As a team?
No, it doesn't. It never does benefit a team that has a ball hog, let
Mm.
alone two or three of them.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
used to
all of
call them.
that was just personal gain, so that in the future, so people can say, "Oh, so and so played and they scored," but the team didn't get any wins as far as championship rings out of it, did they?
Mm-mm. I
Mm.
don't think none of them got a ring. I don't think. No, I know Washington didn't. I'm trying to think where Jerry Stackhouse was before then. I want to say Detroit, but they didn't know. They didn't win no rings.
Mm.
You get a ring with uh how you call it, teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Teamwork
how
made
you
the
get.
dream work.
Yeah, that's how you get that's how you get a ring. That's how you pretty much win anything in sports. Unless you're talking about boxing. Well, boxing, even that, you still got trainers and you got a team. You got trainers, cut man, strength and conditioning coaches, all that. But as far as basketball, everybody has to play their role. That's what they was waiting on. I remember when Mike first got in the league. Mike was a scoring machine, but he didn't have no one. He didn't have no help, but he was somewhat of a ball hog.
Mm.
But then he got them people. They start putting people around him. Them people knew their roles. If you look at the Bulls when they was winning, who was going to do the scoring? Mike, Scotty, sometimes Horace Grant. But you look at who was doing the dirty work. Horace Grant was doing the dirty work in the paint. What's the old guy's name? I can't remember his name right now. He was an old school dude. He was the center. He wasn't even trying to score. He was playing defense. He was going to try to block your shot, and he was fouling you. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman got rebound after rebound after rebound after rebound, and he got into whoever he was defending on defense. He got into their head all the time. He was like a pest. You had point guard. The point guard bring the ball up the court. They knew who was scoring. They knew who was going to be the scorer. Every now and then, Mike could kick it out to the point guard or kick it to the Scottie Pippen, or they running in transition. While they running in transition, he passed Scotty the ball, and Scotty get a dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty could shoot too, but for the most part, you had B.J. Armstrong. That was the point guard at one point in time. He could shoot a little bit. So everything you got, everybody was willing to play their role. Now, when you talk about the Wizards, when you talking about them niggas was shooting. Period. Point blank. We gonna see who scored the most. That's it. Like you said, and how Gilbert talk about scoring 60 on Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Most of that game, there was another guy checking Gilbert.
Say that. Wait a minute. I'm changing the title right now to A Woman Tries to Understand the NBA. Pray for me.
Oh my goodness.
And you're doing a great job. You're doing an excellent job. I am getting it, but I'm changing the title and the description so that people that are now tuning in can know what we're talking about when they join, and to draw in the basketball crowd, because you might want to talk to some men about some of the things that we're talking about versus me or a person that's more seasoned than I am. So 1 second as I update, because one thing about my shows, if I don't pick a specific topic, things can change.
Don't even say it. All right.
You know how I am. Like, what was she talking about? I don't know. We in another topic, and so that's one thing that I like to leave open. I say, let's take NBA out and NBA live, because that'll be like millions and millions of views. That's my hashtag. Let's do women in sports hashtag. And funny live. No, learning basketball. 1 second NBA beginners. And then hashtag dish and dirt. Hashtag
And I just looked at the chat. You right, Crowder. 5-2-3. They had Tony Kukoc too. He could shoot.
Yeah.
But it was like everybody was willing to play their role. I don't think I'm trying to think of I don't know too many teams with a ball hog that won a championship. I don't. That's what we used to call them back in the day too. Ball hogs, machine guns, shotguns.
All right, let me greet Mr. Crowder. Hey, Mr. Crowder. He said Bill Cartwright and BJ Armstrong comes off the bench. Forget about him. And also Chicago head to Tony K coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Crowder, if you want to hit the link is dropped, and you and Mr. Oates can go into deeper talks about that. But I want to go into the scores real fast, and we'll see if he wants to hit the link and join in with that conversation. The Cavaliers did not win tonight. Oh, so sad.
It was close.
Yeah, I know DJ Cleveland is a little he wanted them to win. Oh, sorry, Cavaliers. You didn't win. But you didn't lose by that much. And that matters to me, but in the grand scheme of things, it means absolutely nothing. Well, I won't say nothing.
That's still an L.
When they pick the best of the best of the 9, or the 8 first and then the 9, they're going by the scores, right? Or is it the stats and the scores? What all is it?
They're going by the record. So let's say you were, the record. They're gonna add up to 82 games. Let's say you got 65 wins. What's 60? 17 losses. Okay. It's wins and losses. Whoever has the most wins gonna be number one. They're gonna have the number 1 seed. They're gonna be the top team in each conference, regardless of who they play. The most wins, that's gonna put it in each conference. That's gonna put you at the top of the playoff bracket.
So
the second, go ahead.
If the win was 5 to 10, you won with the 10 points. That was a win. So in the end, when they choosing the playoff people, they're not going to say, "Oh, you only won by 5 points," or you won and it was you only scored 10 points in the whole game. They're not.
No.
They're counting the win.
They're counting the wins.
Okay.
That's why I said. So if you had 70 wins, that team is number 1. I mean the games throughout the season. 70 wins, 12 losses. They're gonna more than likely be the number 1 seed, whichever conference it is.
Okay.
But they're going by the whole game, not just or all of the games, not just one game, or how much you won by. You can win by 1 point. You can win by 1 point every game, or most games. If you got the most wins, that's where you're gonna be number 1. The second amount of second largest amount of wins, they're gonna be number 2. Third amount of wins, they're gonna be number 3. Now, sometimes you'll run into it where they have like what you call it, like a tiebreaker. It's 2 teams in the Eastern Conference that got the same record. Okay, but let's say it's Boston and Philly. Philly and Boston, they got the same record. Now, how many times has Philly and Boston played each other this season? Let's say it's 3. Philly won 2 out of those 3. They would get the tiebreaker.
Okay.
So instead of being like, let's say they had the second best record, Boston and Philly was tied for the second best record in the East. Okay. Because Philly beat Boston 2 out of those 3 times, Philly is going to receive. They're gonna get this number 2 seed in the playoffs.
Okay.
And Boston is gonna get the number 3 seed.
Gotcha.
Now, if it was switched around, Boston would receive the number 2 seed. If they had beat Philly twice out of 2 out of 3 times, they would have the number 2 seed, and Philly would have the number 3 seed.
Gotcha. So all that these players are doing individually to score all of these points, and they're not doing it to win the game. Like, you know, they're doing it to showboat or whatever. It doesn't really mean anything when it comes to the playoffs, does it?
Wait a minute, say that again.
Okay, so say you have somebody who's averaging 42 points a game, and they're doing it to showboat, or they're getting 50 points, 60 points, or whatever. They're doing it because they want to look good to everybody. But in the end, it's just about which team actually won. It's not about that player. Like, say that player scores big every game, but they're not winning the game. Like, their team isn't winning the game, but they're getting all of these scores. That doesn't count, do it? When picking the playoff, your team still lost, even though you scoring 100 points per game, but your team still lost.
Yeah, that only thing that does they're gonna make sure you around for the playoffs. That's sort of like what we was talking about LeBron earlier. If you scoring that many points a game, they want to keep you. They want you in the playoffs. You are as marketing.
Get in the playoffs if your team still lost. How you gonna get in there?
You get in the same way we talked about it earlier. When the Lakers got kicked out, or not kicked out, didn't make it to the playoffs that one year. Mm-hmm. They came up with the play-in. That's why I said the number 9 and the number 10 teams coming in. They letting them play in or play a game to see who gets into the playoffs. That never used to exist before. It was just 8 teams, both sides.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Oates. That sounds like some straight bullshit right there. Hold on, Mr. Oates. I got to give out this right here. Hell no. Don't tell me that, Mr. Oates. Hey, let me do it again. Hell no, I'm mad now. What you say?
Yeah, that's why didn't used to be no play-in. You didn't play in to get
some bullshit.
Yeah, that's why I said the shit is scripted now.
That ain't right. That ain't fair.
No, that ain't right. But you had the Lakers. It's like, okay, they was the number 9 or the number 10th team, number 10 team or 10th best team in the Western Conference. Okay, all y'all got to do is make it to 10. You know we got the play-in, don't you? So the play-in, you play whoever and beat them. It's just like the fucking bubble I was talking about earlier. It's just like the fucking bubble. Yeah, you can't. That's the way they play the game. They had to create some damn way to keep LeBron in the playoffs.
Hey,
the face of the league is
here. So you mean that they create? So now they're rewarding the ball hogs.
Yeah, you can put it like that.
So
it was like
even though your team did not make the top 8, there's a way for you to get in the game because you had a ball hog on your team.
Mm-hmm. That's the face of the league. That's their baby. That's their baby.
Is it just for LeBron or is it for everybody? Did it just happen one time or is every year now?
Oh, no, they just made this every year. They made it. Yeah, it's like a rule now. So even when he's gone, whoever they decide to, put in his place as the face of the league,
their team is going to be automatically put in the playoffs.
they're gonna at least have a chance.
But if what if he plays and he loses? Are they going to come up with another scheme to get him still in the playoffs?
I can't answer that definitively, but I would not doubt it.
That's so. And then who is the team that they play? They play the worst team in the league.
They play they play the worst team. If they're number 9, they're gonna play number 10. If they're number 10, they're gonna play number 9. If they're number 11, then they can't get in.
Okay, so they have to be at least number 9 and number 10. Yeah. They can't be 11 or 12. So it's like, okay, we'll do it if you 9 or 10, but we ain't gonna do it if you're 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right.
How many teams are in the league?
You gotta look that up. I want to say third.
How many teams are in the NBA? There are 30 teams in the NBA. Okay. Which are split evenly between 2 conferences. 15 teams per conference. Okay, cool. Okay. So we got 15 teams. And yeah. So it's not even that many eliminated when you think about it, 8 and 15. But well, no, that's 7, but okay. 1, 9 and 6, whatever. I don't know, I'm not counting it right. Don't y'all quote me on none of that. That just blew me. That just blew me. Like, I thought I was being just asking questions and going to say that all of this showboating doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but you're telling me that they created a way for it to matter in the grand scheme of things. That is a wowzer. You're rewarding the ball hogs. And when did they start this? What year was that?
This might have been. I'm not certain, Claire. Don't quote me on it, but it might have been like 3 years ago.
So, okay, so imagine how many other players in the past who had that same opportunity. It's not fair to them. Like, I know they sitting back like, what? I could have went to the playoffs if that's the case.
Exactly.
That sounds so unfair, so narcissistic in a way, so selfish and rewarding ball hogs that people complain about.
That's what they do. That's what brings them their money.
Go
ahead.
I think that's the topic that Mr. Kayas should talk about. Rewarding ball hogs. I think that should be his topic. What in the heezy?
No
wonder there are people that don't like LeBron.
Yeah, they see what it is, and they have the nerve to try to compare this man or say this man is the GOAT. I keep trying to, and let me say this for the record: there is no GOAT.
Yeah, there's no GOAT to me.
There is no GOAT. All of these players come from different eras. If you was gonna give anybody that title, it would have to be Michael Jordan, but it would also have to be Kareem. It would also have to be Oscar Robertson. I remember this man, like 2-3 seasons, this man averaged 50 points a game.
Yeah, there were so many people, because you know what? You really can't. We're measuring talent that really shouldn't be all that. I won't say it shouldn't be measured because of course comparing it to me, who I don't play ball.
Right.
That ain't my talent. I don't have, it's like comparing boxers when they're not the same size or the same height. They have to have the same reach, the same this, the same that, and everything, and their skills got to be on point, because there could be a day that Michael Jordan play Scottie Pippen. I'm gonna just say Scottie and Michael Jordan are playing. Some days Scottie might win, some days Michael might win. It's not going to be a Michael always win or Michael wins 9 out of 10. It's going to, it could be, it's anybody's game if you have the skills, if you have been working out, if you've been preparing yourself.
Right.
I don't know.
They don't put it like this. There really wasn't too many people doing what Mike did or came in the league doing. Okay. I think that's the reason, like, they focused on like promoting Mike the most. Now, you did have Dr. J. There was Dominique Wilkins, but Mike brought money to the league.
Yeah.
He brought money. He brought a whole bunch of. Think about it.
Was watching.
Yeah, everybody was watching. They wanted to see him fly. They gave him shoes, put air on it, called him Air Jordan. All this. That nobody.
Seriously, they wanted to see him fly. They put shoes.
Yeah. Put shoes on him. Called him Air Jordan. He came in and don't get me wrong. Mike was a great player, but there is to me there is no GOAT. You got to even look back at dudes like Wilt Chamberlain. I wasn't around when I don't even think I've seen none of his games, not in person, but I watched highlights and film of him, like when I was playing ball. Wilt Chamberlain made them people. Remember what I told you earlier? The paint from the foul line to the baseline. That's the paint. That used to be skinnier. Wilt was in there abusing dudes. I'm talking about abusing. I think he's the only one, or the last one, scored 100 points. That made them change the rules because he was so dominant. Now you could put him in that cat. All of these cats had different. There is no GOAT in. I can't respect LeBron leaving Cleveland, and not because I'm here, but leaving Cleveland and going to Miami and join a super team. They already done labeled you the king. You know that they ain't calling him the king no more.
Why is that?
Because you left Miami. You left your throne. Your throne was in Cleveland as the king. You left there, went to Miami, joined D Wade. I understand they wanted championships. Okay. Go down there. Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James was probably, I ain't gonna say probably, they were 3 of the best players in the league at that time. And you went and put them all on one team. The rest of them that won championships, they didn't get it like that. Like I said, they had role players back then. They had people who they could score. They played defense. They contributed. They knew what their skill set was, and that's what they brought to the team. That's what was expected of them. They came together as a unit and won the championship. This dude, you tried to, if you look at the league then, putting them 3 players on there, and then plus you had all these, it was the other like veterans. But what the league showed them that first year, you had a team when they played the Dallas Mavericks. They were supposed to on paper, Miami was supposed to beat everybody. And the Dallas Mavericks came in there and took that championship away from them. They ended up winning 2 after that. But they came in and broke that up like, because that team that Dallas had was a team. I mean, role players, guys that knew their role and played their role. But there is no, and then you leave Miami, go back to Cleveland. Okay, he won the championship. Then you're gonna leave Cleveland, go out to LA. You trying to chase, he's not gonna ever be, he's not even the greatest Laker.
Mm-hmm.
But so many people argue about that, and just like, but now this is a younger generation. That's all they know is LeBron, Steph Curry, who else? Kevin Durant. I like his game though, but nobody.
Are people now like? Are people really picking teams, or are they picking their star players when they say, "Oh, I'm with such and such. I'm with such and such"? Are they picking their star players, or are they picking the teams?
I believe some pick the team because they've been with them for years, but I think most of them are just picking the players. That's why you had so many people arguing about LeBron being the GOAT, best player ever, and like, cut it out.
So they're not arguing whether the Lakers as a whole are the GOATs. You know, like it was, even when Jordan was playing, it was still the Chicago Bulls. It wasn't, to me, during that time, it was, Jordan is good. It was Jordan, Scottie Pippen. It wasn't just Jordan. It was, these are the Bulls. This is Chicago. So I didn't hear all of this. Like today, I don't even really know well, I know now, but like if you had asked me maybe a month ago, what team does LeBron play for? I don't know. All I know is LeBron. I don't know what team he played for because all they keep saying is LeBron. Well, what about his team? Who he play with? I don't know who else is on the team with LeBron.
No, and exactly. They overshadowed it, and they find out some way, or I think LeBron does. He finds a way to get rid of people that's on his team because he had a good team a couple years ago. Was it last year? I think it was last year when Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. He had a couple. That was enough to work with.
Besides that 2020 ring, does LeBron have any other rings?
Yeah, from Miami.
From Miami. Okay.
Miami and Cleveland.
Okay.
I think LeBron has 4, I think.
So, and the same thing with Steph Curry. Until today, I did not know what team Steph Curry played on. Even though I'm doing all of this updating, until today, all I hear is Steph Curry, but I don't know what team he plays on. I don't know what his team does. I don't know, anything about Steph Curry's team. When back in the day when we said Tim Duncan, we knew it was the Spurs. They were the dream team, as they used to say back then. I knew it was Tony Parker. I can still picture the face, Ginobili. Wasn't it Ginobili? See, I knew it was Ginobili. I knew it was Tony Parker. I knew it was Tim Duncan. I know it's the tall, dark-skinned dude with the box. What was his name?
Yeah, David Robinson.
Who?
David Robinson. He was the admiral. He was in the Navy.
Was he the tall, dark-skinned dude with the box?
Yeah.
Haircut? Okay.
Yep.
I don't know why I keep wanting to think Herschel or H or something. I don't know why I want to think of H. But
Herschel Walker he was a football player. He had a box too at one point.
I don't know. I'm getting them up. But so I know it was Ginobili. It was Tony Parker. And it was, and listen, when I was talking about the Spurs the other day, if you listen to me, I didn't even mention Ginobili, and that just came back to my memory. My brain said, we remember, because it was a team thing that is programmed in my mind, that it was a team that got those rings and trophies.
Right. But you had to look at the coach. They listened to their damn coach. That's why so many people like that coach. It's Popovich.
Yep. Who else was on that team? Wasn't it wasn't it a tall African dude? Or was he
I don't know. That you sound like you describing Mutombo.
That's Mutombo. Yes. He wasn't with the Spurs. Who was he with?
Last team I remember, he played for Philly at one point, and he played for I believe it was Denver.
That's probably how I knew Mutombo was with the Sixers. That's 76ers. That's probably why I know Mutombo. I used to like that African right there. I should have married that African, even though I ain't married to no African. But I should have married that African. But no, he was to me, Mutombo was a big teddy bear. I think he used to let people hit him all the time. Am I remembering that correctly? Did Mutombo get beat up all the time with his big ass? Do I remember that?
No. Mutombo was known for blocking niggas' shots.
Is that what it was?
And then after you block your shot, he give you the finger. Not the fuck you finger, but the finger wag. Like no. That's why he was on that. He had a commercial. He had a commercial with that on there. Like, dude, somebody was throwing trash in the trash can and he swatted out of their hand or whatever. Like, no. I forget what product that was. But yeah, yeah. But I think San Antonio, at one point they had it's a dude play for I believe he played for the Clippers now. Kawhi Leonard. That's when he was young. And he was lighting their ass up he had a deadly shot. Antonio Daniels. Who else was there? I remember Ginobili and Parker and all the usual suspects.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a team and they was disciplined. Like I said, they listened to their coach.
They played basketball.
Yeah, but not
basketball.
Yeah, LeBron think he the player and the coach and the GM.
Now, but there's something I got to go back to Mutombo. There's something was he allowing Shaq or somebody? It was something.
They used to say when he played against Shaq, I think Shaq even said this. He was flopping. He was flopping like flopping me like acting like you know what an offensive foul is, right?
Go ahead and tell me,
let's say a player, Shaq would get the ball, and most of the time Shaq was using his weight. Yeah, he was a big, strong dude. He's a big dude, but he would use his weight and like throw elbows, whatnot, and sometimes Mutombo he'd get bumped and act like Shaq hit him hard.
Act like SVS, like, oh, you killed me. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm remembering about Mutombo. Maybe that's what I'm remembering, because I'm like, I know that he was doing something, because my memory has not failed me. Yes, it does, but it failed me yet. Like, no, Mutombo was doing something. So with the other people, Mutombo was giving you the finger. But when it came to Shaq, he like, look, I ain't gonna let this big ass nigga hit me, but I'm gonna let him hit me, but I'm not gonna let him hit me because I'm gonna fall on the floor.
Yeah, that's what Shaq used to say that about a lot of the centers that was in the league. And I'm like, they don't even realize how big this dude is, because nobody was as big as him. As far as as wide as this nigga was, and as heavy as he was, wasn't nobody else. Not that I remember was that big. But it was early on in Shaq's career he got abused. Hakeem Olajuwon abused him.
Mm.
Yeah, that's when he
Somebody
played.
abused Shaq.
Say what?
Somebody abused Shaq.
Man, he made Shaq look ridiculous on that court.
How about when Shaq and Kwame played? Do you remember any of those games?
When they played. No, I mean I do remember they not in the playoffs, but like regular. I remember seeing a couple times this nigga had to like keep make Shaq do what he needed to do, or well, not what he needed to do. He would like I ain't never see Shaq bully Kwame like he did other players. I didn't never see him do that. I can't say if it happened but I ain't never seen. I ain't seen too many niggas on that court. Out of the games of Kwame's I seen, I ain't never seen nobody abuse him or embarrass him or bully him or none of that. But Shaq was the last. That's the last big man for real. After that, don't no more teams got everybody Shaq size is shooting 3-pointers now. Yeah,
Shaq, they said couldn't do too well in the 3-point thing. Is that true?
Oh, Shaq? Shaq was terrible. Shaq was terrible at free throws.
So it was the free throws or both. It was free throws and
I wouldn't even care to remember seeing Shaq shoot a three. Never.
So,
he might have made a couple of those. He was good at what?
Was he good at what was Shaq good at? Was he good at shooting the ball and scoring? Was he good at scoring?
Scoring, dunking. As soon as you give him that ball on the block is right outside the paint. As soon as you gave him that ball, he was going to use that weight back. Whoever was defending against him, he was going to back them down and dunk on them.
Okay.
Or just
that's a lot of backing. That's a lot of backing up right there.
Yeah.
That should be easy. Obviously, that's an easy win if you got Shaquille O'Neal backing it up. Listen here, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to be the size of Kwame or a Mutombo to deal with Shaq backing up on you. What in the world? Hell, you got that, dog.
And you can go back to the I forget what year it was. I know it was in the 2000s. Go back when the Lakers played Detroit for the championship. And they more or less Detroit's game plan was double him. He ain't gonna beat us by himself. They was talking about they had Shaq. Matter of fact, that was the year that the Lakers went and got all them damn players. The older cats, Karl Malone, Gary Payton. They thought they had the dream team. Man, Detroit. They got all the way to the championship, and Detroit shut that down. But the dude that was checking Shaq was Ben Wallace, and he wasn't but 6'8". But he was from the country, big strong ass nigga. He wasn't going for that, and he played his role.
Okay. So even though Shaq is a really big guy, did he not start getting rings until he was with the Lakers?
Yep, that's when he started getting rings.
So the other teams he wasn't getting rings on, no matter, even though he was big and he could back it up and dunk, he still wasn't getting any rings. Okay.
He didn't get that ring. He ain't start getting them rings till it was what, him, Kobe. Yep. Eddie Jones. Well, Eddie, I think they traded Eddie Jones before. I don't know if Eddie got a ring with them. But Eddie Jones, Rick Fox, all them dudes with Derek Fisher. Damn, who else was on that damn team? But then again, they had a good coach. They had Chicago's old coach. That's when he started winning them rings. He didn't have no rings before, and he had a when he was on Orlando. That's when him and Penny Hardaway played together.
Mm-hmm.
But they couldn't nobody get past them damn Bulls.
Mm.
Yeah, they couldn't get past them damn Bulls. They made it. I think what. They made it to the championship once. That was against Houston. That was 94, 95. They made it to Orlando made it to the championship, and that's when I told you Hakeem Olajuwon and Bear Shack. But then they didn't. He ended up leaving Orlando. I think Penny Hardaway stayed a couple more years. Ended up getting hurt. Oh no, he got traded. And but that was the end of that. But Shaq, yeah, he didn't start getting no rings till he had Kobe and all them with him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's check the scores because there are some games that have ended and some that have begun or whatever. Okay, so we already know Cleveland Cavaliers lost their first game to Knicks. Mm-hmm. All right. It looks like Heat versus Magic. Orlando Magic won their first game against Miami Heat, 125 to 121. Looks like we got I don't want to get into all the players because it's about the team. To me, it's not about just what the players scored individually. I'm going to stick with the team itself, and the team worked hard to win, and that's what matters to me. Let's bring back some real basketball. I don't want to get into you did this and you did that, and everybody worked together as a team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We also had the Nets and the Hornets. They are a final. Okay, so Brooklyn took a loss today.
No defense.
To the Charlotte Hornets. Where do you see the defense at? How do you know? What am I looking?
You see how many points that is?
What 117 to 136 that tell you that the defense was bad?
Yeah, that's pretty much on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
136, man.
We're looking at the field goals. Apparently, the Nets, Brooklyn Nets went for 88 and only made 39. The Hornets went for 90, only made 48. So they're at 53.3 field goal percentage, where Brooklyn Nets was at 44% field goal, 44.3. 3-pointers, 17 out of 36, 14 out of 40. Come on, tell me, Mr. Oates, what we looking at here? Are these bad stats? What are we looking at?
You're looking at the field goal percentage 44 to 53. Of course, that pretty much let you know who had a better shooting night. 3-pointers 35% versus 47%. Yeah, they outshot them. That's what it looks like. The free throw percentage. 69%, 73.5 to 69.7. That's the only.
The free throws from the fouls, right?
Yeah, for the foul line. Yeah. So they made 25 out of 34. They made 23 out of 33.
Okay, so
that's pretty much the only category you see where was that Brooklyn out had a one-upper on
the free throws.
Yeah, on the free throws.
So
now, total rebounds.
So basically, with the free throws, they don't have nobody stopping them. Like, here's your chance to just make a shot. Nobody's standing in your way. Nobody's blocking you. This is your chance to shine. Like, go ahead. Yeah. Kind of. That's how I look at it. Like, Somebody hit you, you got hurt, so we gonna let you shoot the ball. Okay, go ahead, shoot the ball because you got hurt, kind of situation. So they did good on that, but when you had the ball, out of 88 times you had the ball, or 88 times you shot the ball.
Right.
And when you got somebody standing in your way, blocking you or whatever, you can only get the ball in 44% of the time, but you busting ass when nobody's standing there. You can do 73% with nobody blocking you, but you can only do 44% when somebody's blocking you. What you think about that stat based on what I just said? Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's about right. Probably bad shots taken. What they call them, ill-advised shots. And probably took a lot of bad shots. It's clear it don't seem like nobody on Brooklyn was clicking offensively.
And look at their 3-pointers. They went for 40 and got 14, 35%.
Yeah, so they shot 4 more and made 3 less.
Okay. Total rebounds. They only got Brooklyn only got 38 offensive rebounds, 12, 26.
So it was out rebounded.
Out rebounded. Even offense, even it was 2 offensive rebounds. That's 2. It's 10 for defensive that they were down 10. Hornets had more assists, more blocks, but we'll give it to the Hornets. They had more steals, but they also had 17 turnovers. Well, the Hornets had 16, so they,
now look at the points in the paint.
Okay, points in the paint. Tell me about that again.
38. That's that pass from the foul line to the baseline. Okay, 46 to 60. They was outscored, and they did it. They did it. They was outscored, particularly in the interior. And what I mean by that, it's like they worked either drove down the lane and scored, or but they was at the basket. They wasn't. They didn't. This is different from shooting a 3-pointer. They did a lot of scoring inside. Shit, they did a lot of scoring everywhere. 136 points. Damn. But that's a. You remember Easy was talking earlier about the under and over? Yeah, in this game, that's 256. Or 53, I'm sorry. That's 253 points. The over, let's say the over is 200, or it's going to be more than that because it's lead now. But say it was 215. If you pick over 215, you would have won that.
Okay.
When they talk about the under over, you look at and when they say under over, that's how many points both teams score combined. You say, oh no, 250. Oh no, they ain't gonna score that. Or 200, like I said, 220. They ain't gonna score that. So you would pick the under. Or if you say no, that's going well. That's going over 220. Or that's going over 250. I don't know too many people that pick 250 over 250.
Okay. Right now we in calculus. I'm going back to algebra. Okay. Somehow in the conversation, just like the points in the paint came up eventually, just like the play-ins came in eventually. When I wasn't getting it in the beginning, it was like walk me through the steps and eventually we'll get to it. So I'm going to put that you're talking about right now over there on the algebra 2, algebra 3, and calculus for right now.
Well,
Because
that's more for I probably shouldn't. Don't pay too much attention. That's more for gambling, unless you're gonna gamble.
okay, I ain't gambling because these people ain't playing right. But so the points in the paint, I don't know why they named it that. Do you know why they named it that?
Because it's points scored in the paint. Like I told you, that from the foul line to the baseline, that little square right there, that's the paint.
But why do they call it the paint when it's all painted?
No, because that's where you get busy at. That's what I'm guessing anyway. Like getting that paint. That's what you would tell a big man.
Yeah, because obviously some sort of slang term that, it relates back to something else, and we would have to do history on that. So when I looked it up just a little bit, basically, so you got your foul line, like you said, your 3-point liner, your free throw area, and all of that. But the points in the paint is basically, I want to call it the middle ground. This is I want to say it's the easier points, but it's not, because you got to work harder to get to it.
Right.
Okay. So because you got more men in the middle
in that area.
But it's also, and that's only the 2 points, right? Like you're only going to get 2 points for those shots versus if you got into the foul line or the 3-point area. Is the foul line 3 points, or is that 2 points too?
No, if you shoot, if you got fouled, it's like 2 shots. So you're gonna get 2 shots. They'll be 1 point apiece.
But I mean, like if you're just playing a regular game and it's not a foul, but you're in that section, is that a 3-point score, or is that a 2?
No, that's a 2-pointer.
Okay, so that's still outside of the points in the paint area.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's get back to these scores. These scores. So Nets and Hornets, y'all need to get your game up. I mean, that's basically what I see is step it up a little bit. Let's step it up a little bit. The Raptors, 138-118 over the Hawks. Let's look at their stats to see what was going on, because maybe they were doing the same thing. Okay.
That ain't no defense.
Now, even though the Hawks did not win. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Raptors. The Raptors did win. The Hawks didn't. The Raptors did have a 56.8% field goal. How do you say it, Mr. Oates? How would you word that versus how I'm wording it? How do you guys say it?
Field goal percentage. Just field goals and field goal percentage. That's what that is right there. The field goals just mean how many shots was made.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much 2-pointers. I don't know if they're including 3-pointers in there or not. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a separate category, but it could. But field goals is the amount of shots made.
Probably within the paint, as they would say. No, that would be down at the bottom.
That means just period.
Mm-hmm.
Field goals. Yeah. 3-pointers. Damn, they was 6 for 25. They shot terrible. Well, both of them shot terrible from 3. Free throw percentage.
They good at the free throw.
Yeah, they seem to do pretty good. They in the 80s.
Well, they should learn. They I'm sure they can play by themselves really well. You can do it by yourself, buddy. You didn't show us. You can do it all by yourself. You can get it in there.
Yeah,
but when we put you with the team, you can't do it too well. You
can't. They got out rebounded by 20. Offensive rebounds. Sheesh. Defensive rebounds. Assists. They got, what is that? 36 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
Blocks and steals don't make no difference. You ain't do no, but they pretty much closed their turnovers, and the Raptors turned the ball over more than they did, and they probably just couldn't score for points in the paint, 86-56. That meant they lived in the middle, in the paint. Fouls, personal fouls, 31 versus 24. They still, it sounded like just Atlanta couldn't score.
Well, Atlanta always sucked to me for whatever reason. They always was terrible. Forgive me, Atlanta fans, Georgia fans. Your team has always sucked.
They was all right years ago. I said they was all right years ago. What we got here? They pulled it off by one.
Let's do the Sixers versus the Boston Celtics. Yeah, that was wasn't Larry Bird on the Boston Celtics?
Yep.
Am I saying that right? Yep. I remember old white boy Larry Bird. They were always playing against the Sixers, seemed like back in the day. That's the only teams I knew when I was a child growing up in the 80s. Was the Celtics and the Sixers.
The Sixers.
All righty. So we got 45% field goal percentage, 45%. So they were, neck and neck in that area with the 45. I mean, the game was 117-116. It was just 1 point loss. So a loss is a loss, but the Celtics, still stayed in the game. There was no, I'm not playing and you not playing. No, they playing, but
right.
Now, as far as the 3-pointers go, 3-point percentage, 76ers did better. They almost they were at 40%, where Celtics was at 25%. So Celtics, y'all need to work on y'all 3-pointers. So the coach should maybe make what would the coach make them work on? I'd say the coach make them work on them 3-pointers. What you say? I don't know. I ain't the coach.
Well, they use Boston usually have they pretty sure what is it, Jalen Green and I can't remember the other guy's name. Tatum. I think they usually do it from 3.
Well, let me see if
that was just defense.
Jalen had 36 minutes in the game with 25 points, and you said who else?
Tatum.
Was
Tatum?
I don't see Tatum.
Or maybe he didn't play.
Yeah, must not have. Maybe that's why they lost. I don't know. I don't know Tatum, but it doesn't show in the game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, so go down again. Who else had 25 points?
Derek
White.
Derek. It was only so only Derek White. What is G?
Guard.
Point guard.
I don't know for certain.
Yeah, because it just guard. Okay. Well, yeah, he's a guard, and he had 25, where Jalen is a forward, and he had 25. So they didn't have whoever Tatum was. I don't know why Tatum wasn't in the game, but yeah. And I'm glad Tatum wasn't in the game, because that meant that the 76ers brought it home. Yeah, it is what it is. You shouldn't have. It is what it is. Ain't no need of them crying about it. You lost 1 point or not. You still lost, and that's what counts. That you lost. Okay. Pelicans and Grizzlies got 5 seconds left in the game, and they'll be done. Wizards and Bucks. Let's see what was their final. 120-133. Let's get their stats. Okay.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah. They look all right to me. I don't know. They look all right. They didn't have very many fouls. I see is 19-19 with the free throws. You know, the other ones, it seemed like they had 100 chances to get the free throws. Like y'all had a lot of chances there. These people are actually playing the game. They didn't have to stop to do a lot of fouls. To me, I don't know.
Right, the 3-point percentage seemed like it's wait a minute, yeah, 40.5 and 40.9. Yeah, so that was pretty much even. What in the world? How did they? Okay, total rebounds 56-46. Offensive 13-6. 43 and 40 defensive rebounds. Points in the paint. That'll tell you right there. That's the team. The Bucks had that guy named Giannis. That's that big tall. I think he's 7 foot. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, that the second name.
37 points he averaged got tonight. 5 assists, 14 rebounds.
Yeah, that's why I told you he's supposed to have 20. If he in the game, he's supposed 20 or over. You see what he averaged last season? 30
points a game.
Yeah, damn near 12 rebounds a game, 6.5 assists a game, with a 60 field goal, 60.1 field goal percentage.
Okay. So he's still at the top of his game.
Yep. And he already won the championship.
Oh, he got a ring already?
Yep, he already got him one. I think
Okay.
I think one of his brothers in the league, or two of his brothers.
Okay. Let's see. It looks like the Pelicans and Grizzlies are still holding on to them 5 seconds. I mean, the game is 122-126, so somebody's on timeout, I guess. Like, it's anybody's game still, I guess, with them 5 seconds.
It's 122-126.
Yeah.
No, that's probably over.
It's probably over. They
ain't about to do nothing in no 5 seconds.
Okay. All right.
Game over. I would say if you would have to shoot that shot and with 5 seconds, you would have to shoot a 3-pointer and get fouled in order to tie that game up.
Oh, well, it's 1 second left. We're going to go ahead and give it to the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
The score didn't change in a second, so we're going to call it. The Grizzlies won that game. Looking at the stats, let's talk, Mr. Oates.
45 out of 98 field goals made versus 41 out of 80. Okay, 3-pointers, 10 for 27, 11 for 37. That was both too many threes. 37 threes, my goodness. Field goals, 71% versus 80.5. Total rebounds, 47-39. Yeah, my goodness. I would sound like they just missed a couple shots. Damn, it's 1 second left. Memphis done scored again. Why don't they just go ahead and get that over with? 4 blocks versus 12 blocks. 10 steals versus 5 steals. 14 turnovers versus 17. Points in the paint. 66-56. Fouls pretty much even. Yeah, that's probably a closer game than Then it seems.
The Sixers. Oh, then it seems okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who's this final. We did the Raptors, the Hornets, the Magic, the Cavaliers, Wizards, Pistons, and Bulls. Did we didn't do the Pistons and Bulls. Ooh, the Pistons. I ain't heard from them in years. Just
right.
that name Pistons. Not that we haven't talked about Detroit, but to see Pistons, I don't know, something that the logo did to me, took me back a few years. Anyway. All right, 111 to 115. Let's check the stats. All right, 44. Go ahead, Mr. Oates. It's on you, baby.
Yeah, 44.3 versus 44.8. So that was pretty much even. 3-pointers, 29.2% versus 36.7. I still say that's 11 for 30 and 7 for 24. Free throws, 18 for 20. Oh, they was terrible. Detroit was terrible at the line. 18 for 26 versus 26 for 32. So that's probably what won them the game. Total rebounds, 46 to 50. Let me see if any of this stands out. 13 and 12, 33 and 38. 29 assists. It was even there. 10 blocks, 8 blocks, 8 steals, 6 steals. 10 turnovers versus 17 turnovers. Points in the paint, 68 to 50. So it's they sound like they were good in the paint, but outside of that was terrible. Yeah, you get 68 to 50. So that's the defense. Look at the rebounds real quick, Claire. Never mind. I think I said those already. I said those already.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. I said those already.
All right. Clippers are still playing versus the Jazz. Spurs and Mavericks are still playing. Kings and Suns, Timberwolves and Trial. Those are the West Coasters. You know, they just waking up. We going to bed because we care about the East Coast more so because it's late. Because it's late. We on the East Conference. So we didn't look at the stats for the Cavaliers. Let's see how your boys did.
Oh, goodness. Okay, 46.5 for 43. 41 from 3 versus 35. Free throws, 60. Oh, my goodness. 66% free throw percentage versus a 86.1. But that's terrible.
But I'm also looking at it like it was 18 and they got 12.
Oh,
like,
no,
yeah. I'm looking like it wasn't like it was 100 versus 10. You know what I mean? So
what that tells me is either Cleveland. Well, Cleveland clearly had more fouls called on them because the Knicks was 31 to 36, so they shot double the amount of free throws that Cleveland shot.
So
total rebound. Go ahead.
So if they hadn't got all of those fouls, maybe they would have won the game.
Maybe, but you got to go look at the next stat: the total rebounds, 32 to 48. And then the defensive rebounds, 28-39. Yeah, that's that ain't gonna do it. Defensive rebounds is, I don't know if I explained that earlier. Defensive rebounds are like when the other team has the ball, they shoot you and they miss, and you or one of your teammates get the rebound the ball. Those are the defensive rebound. Offensive is like if my team shoot the ball and one of my teammates or me get the rebound, before the other team can get it, that's an offensive rebound.
Okay.
But yeah, they got outplayed. Points in the paint, 30-42. I don't think they got outplayed. And them free throws wouldn't. That wouldn't have made a difference. If they committed those fouls. I'm just looking at how many fouls was called on Cleveland. I told you it's double. They don't have 12 for 18 versus 31 for 37 or something like that. Yeah, they probably stupid fouls. They didn't rebound good.
So, if you were the coach, what would you have them work on specifically this week?
Damn sure defense and what they call, they have a thing in basketball, they call it boxing out. So like when the other team shoots the ball and we on defense, you're supposed to put your body on a man. That means you box him out. Don't let him make sure you in front of him and looking where that ball is coming off the rim. And it sounds like that way. I would damn sure have them doing that because it looked like it's not too much of that goes on now. I forgot just the part of the league. Some players that do it because they sticking to the fundamentals. But when you get out rebounded like that, that's what I have them working on. Rebounding.
But here go your personal the players, how they did. Who did the worst?
I still don't believe Donovan Mitchell only had 2 rebounds. That is terrible. Go back up a little bit, Clara. Right there. 28 minutes, 4 points, 4 boards. No, that's unacceptable. 31, 5. What is it? 5 assists, 2 rebounds. This guy played 28 minutes, got 19, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. That's not bad. This guy, Alonzo Ball, he's played 23 minutes, had 4 points, 6 assists. Wait a minute.
No,
4 rebounds.
Yeah, 4 rebounds and 3 points.
3 points and 6 assists. That helps.
So when he passed the ball, no. Yeah, when he passed the ball 6 times, that person was able to score. Okay, that's good.
This guy played 16 minutes. 1 rebound. What is it? We had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 5 points. So I guess he contributed somewhat. Nance, 17 minutes. That's not bad either.
So it would be let's see. Well, Porter was only in the game 7 minutes and he still scored with his 7 minutes. Everybody scored tonight. Everybody put in the pot. It just wasn't enough. But everybody did put in. Everybody got in there, you know. I will say that. And Lonzo did help with 6 assists, so I can't put him at the bottom for 3. So
I'm going with Donovan Mitchell needs some more rebounds.
Okay.
Because 2 makes
Let's
no
see
sense.
what his average is. So, but his average was only 2. Wait a minute, is this his first season?
No, it ain't his first season. That's this year.
Yeah, 31. That's what I mean. So, where's his stats. It's not showing me last year's stats.
Hmm.
It's showing me this game. It was supposed to be showing me last year. That's what I wanted to see. I thought it was going to show me that, but
Right.
let me see.
I think the last player you put up there did.
25, 26. So, okay. So his average was 4.5. So that was his rebound percentage from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So he had 2 for this game, the first game. He's warming up, maybe.
He ain't had no problem shooting the ball, did it?
No, he ain't had no problem
And
shooting the ball.
how many? What did he? I forget. Go. What is his? Let me see how tall it is. You see this dude? Okay, he's 6'3". He got a 6'10" wingspan.
Mm.
Okay, maybe I assumed he was taller than that.
Yeah.
But 6'3" is still, yeah. He's who had look at the stats from the game and see who had the most rebounds.
Okay. Is that the Cavaliers? The most rebounds. It's looking like it was Evan with 8. Evan Mobley.
Mm-hmm.
And his average from last year was 9.3. So he's still on target with his
Right.
rebounds for the first game. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everybody from the Eastern. Well, I didn't look
Mm-hmm.
at the Heat. No, I'm sorry. No, that was the worst. The Heat, Magic and the Heat, I don't think I looked at their stats. Let's see how they did. There you go, Mr. Oates.
Looks like Miami shot what 48.4 from the field versus 46.7. That's pretty much even. 3-pointers 34.3, 38. Free throw percentage 77 versus 82. Sounds like it sounds like that's where they won this game. Free throw line or a couple of those 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm.
Total rebounds, they're pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Assists.
Played an average game. I don't know.
Yeah. Blocks, steals. Steals 9 to 8, turnover 17 to 15, points in the paint 54, 56. Yeah, they pretty much they're pretty much neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it was
Okay.
maybe a 3 here, free throw here, free throw there. That's what gave them the game. So that was probably a decent game to watch. Now see if John goes up to the Grizzlies. You had the Grizzlies on it.
Grizzly.
Up right there. All right, now go down to the players. Let's see who had what.
For which one? Pelicans or Grizzlies?
Let's go with the Grizzlies. Okay, let me see did he play? Okay, yeah, he come like that guy right there, guard number 12. That's Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
He's expected to have that many points. When I told you some people it's like 20, at least 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of them players that's up there. That's the one that he got a hellified contract, but that's I think they caught him with it waving a gun around on social media.
Yeah. That's who I remember that
Yeah,
him waving, and then gang signs and symbols and stuff
yeah,
he does
yeah,
on the court.
yeah. All these millions of dollars, and you running around, man. If you don't go lay your ass down,
Yeah. So we're going to stick with the East Coast. I'm not getting into the West Coast because it is after 10 on my side of town, on my side of life. And I'm just going to stick with the East Coast for now. And let Mr. Chaos, whatever his name is, let him talk about all the other West Coast, East Coast, the coast. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me remove that from the screen. All right. So how do we do, Mr. Oates? How do we do? How you feel about what we talked about today? How you feel?
I think it was good, especially if this is your first time, your first trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you did good, man. Especially going on. You call it like you see it, but as you get more understanding of it, or that understanding starts to come back to you about the game, you'll
Mm-hmm.
start seeing some of these things, and it'll. I think it'll flow better. You mess around and come on here with like your own theme music. Well, you already got theme music, but I'm talking about like a sports show theme music. You
Well,
give
I
like
don't
the
want to turn it into too much of a sports thing. But during the season, you know, talk about it more. But this was so long because I'm learning stuff, I'm relearning stuff. So the next one probably won't be as long. It was only supposed to be about a 20-minute segment, turned into 4 hours.
yeah. I see you said quick live, but no, who knows? Next time you might be talking more about football, or you might watch a boxing match. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, there's a boxing match. Who was that fights next month? Tank Davis and the YouTube guy from that's from Cleveland, Jake Paul. Now, you know who Tank Davis is?
No.
Okay, he's a boxer. The other guy is a white guy with millions that's just fighting exhibition fights. So
Okay.
they done offered Tank like probably 100 million or so to fight this dude. Now Tank is his fighting weight is 135. That's the weight division he's in. This guy Jake Paul is like 200 pounds. Um, a lot of people don't. It means nothing, but everybody gonna watch it if that makes sense to you. But you might comment on that. I can't remember
Okay.
the other thing. But yeah, you might talk about that. You come back with some football, or you might watch a boxing match and be like, and come on here like, man, he got his ass whooped. Just your normal commentary, like that was a beating, yo. and don't worry, like you said, the further you go along, it's like the simpler it's gonna get, or the more free flowing it'll get.
Let me give some of my new people that came to the channels tonight. Old Boy 2020. Their comment to me was, Sheriff, how do you start a 1,000-mile journey? One step at a time. They said high percentage shot area. It's closer to the basket. So I guess they were responding to what we were talking about. Thank you, old boy, for showing up today. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but thank you for showing up. Team Easy was in the house again. He ain't say nothing. He left an emoji that I really can't see. Tulip Plays said WSG. I don't know what that woman's. I don't know what the WSG stands for. She said it was some great game plays today. Knicks won because of their superior rebounding. She says, I make basketball edits. Check me out. Tulips Plays, all one word. And I did go to her channel, and I'm going to share her link if anyone wants to sub up to her and see what her basketball edits look like. And I'm going to add it to the stage real fast. And I'm not going to play any of her videos, but just let you all get a peek at her channel. This is Tulip Plays. Her description is, she didn't write out a description. So yeah, that's Tulip Plays. Her link is in the chat. If you guys want to sub up to her and check her out. I don't know anything about her. She's just in my chat. So I like to support people that support me. So I'm subbed up to her now. If she talks about sports and she's a lady, she's a sister, hey, might bring her on one day if she wants to come on. Adam says, Gabe Vincent is the worst player in basketball, including other countries. You can respond to that, Mr. Oates, in just a second. He said, JJ Redick is Darvin Ham 2.0. CP3 says, Clara seen them sports numbers and said, fuck that, we gonna talk sports. That's not what happened. I'm going to also do the politics, the astrology, finances. I like talking about many different topics, and I like learning. And this is my way. This is one way I can learn new things or remind myself of old things and remind myself there's something other than the beef sector in the world. So, Mr. Oates, what do you say about Gabe Vincent is the worst player in basketball?
I ain't gonna be that harsh on him, but I don't know who the hell that is. So he might be. What he said, JJ Redick is Darvin Ham 2.0. I think what he's trying to say is JJ Redick is a terrible coach. That's the Lakers coach.
Okay.
And Darvin Ham used to be a coach over there too.
Okay.
So I think he's just pretty much saying that they one and the same, or they the same type of coach. I know they ain't playing no damn defense. Seriously, I watched that and seen that. I was like, man, why are y'all not looking? Why are you? Oh, my! Soon as you, guy turned his head, the player he was defending run right past him. Easy pass, down the lane, dunk, layups, all that. It was terrible. They didn't look like the Lakers. They get the Lakers a bad name.
Well,
they used to be. Go ahead.
Here is Mr. Gabe Vincent. And this is his stats.
Yeah.
So he averaged last year 1.3 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 0.7 steals, 6.4 points.
And what he averaging now?
He played one game so far and 1 assist, 1 steal, no rebounds, and 3 points per game.
Yeah, that's too many. That's too many. He playing too many damn minutes to only be scoring damn. What 3 points?
3 points. Yeah, 30, almost 30 minutes in the game, and he scored 3 points, and his field goal percentage was 25.
Yeah. If he's not the worst, he might be on the list.
It doesn't look like he's had a history. He's been playing since at least 2019, and the most was in 2022 to 2023 season. He had 2 rebounds.
He averaged 2 rebounds.
Yeah, his best year, or average, not had 2, but had the average, you're right. That seems to be one of his better years on rebounds and assist and stealing.
Now it says, wait a minute, go right there. Hold on. 20,
okay. Wait,
9.4. And you also have to look at the
Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
the team he was playing with. You see for the Heat, I guess that's who drafted him. Or who picked him up. He was averaging 9.4 points a game, 25 minutes. Now you're getting 29, 30 minutes and only averaging 3. But it might be a different scheme. What I mean by scheme, it might be the offenses, the way the offenses ran, it might be different. And at the same time, he playing for Golden State. He ain't gonna get most of those shots. That's for Steph Curry and Draymond sometimes. But he might just, he could be that could be nerves. Or like I said, the scheme. It's just a different team, different things going on. So it's and now he's playing with the. Wait a minute, hold on. I thought it said he played for Golden State.
I was looking for it. No, it said Miami Heat and then the Lakers.
Oh, he playing with the law. No, he's not gonna. He must just be out there to run the offense. They don't want him shooting nothing. That's for Luka Doncic and LeBron when he bring his ass back. Yeah. But I don't. Yeah, he's in the. Okay, he'd say play. Okay, versus the Warriors. 29 minutes, 3 points, 1 for 4. So he took 4 shots. He wasn't even trying to get hot. He was in the game all that time. He wasn't even trying to. He wasn't even trying to get his shot going.
So he just came for a paycheck.
Yeah. He came there to pass the ball. Yeah, that's what he. Yeah. And he said he's Nigerian.
I was gonna say he's a tether. Tariq Nasheed would say that tether.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He need to pick that up. Oh, he won't be there long. Yeah. They can't wait to put LeBron's son in there. No, that might be the worst person in the league. Now that I think about it. I ain't playing not yet. Yeah, now that I think about it, he might be the worst player in the damn league. Yeah. You check his stats. I bet you he ain't averaging nothing. He isn't.
What's his son name?
Bronny James.
What's LeBron's son name? Bronny.
Bronny, Bronny.
I got it now. Let's see what he did. For the Lakers last night. Or let's say October 14th. That must be preseason. Okay. Did he play last night?
Yeah, he probably didn't even play.
Oh yeah, he didn't play. Because it says 0 all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his stats are pretty low there.
Yeah.
He averaged 2 points.
2.3, man. 31% field goal percentage, 28 from 3. He averaged less than 1 rebound, less than 1 assist. What's the last one? Less than 1 steal. Get out of here.
Well, they
Yeah, he
didn't let him
wasn't
play
there.
last night. He didn't play last night. Him and his dad was
Yeah.
on break.
Yeah, they had him. They had Gabe Vincent with his 30 minutes
Yep,
and
that's
3
what
points.
looked like. CP3 said he on the Lakers. Shake my head. Sound like another Bron basher. He was hurt most of the last year. Who was hurt most of last year?
Yeah.
LeBron or Mr. What was that Nigerian dude name again? Gabe.
Gabe,
Mm.
yeah, so that nigga what he was hurt. How you gonna get hurt and he ain't playing?
I don't know, Mr. Oates. But
Man,
I'm almost
he
5 hours in, and we
yes,
gonna end
man,
this damn thing.
yeah, that man is he on that list. He on that list, and I ain't gonna bash Brian. I'm gonna spare him right now, all right, CP. But this nigga Bronny is dumpster juice. You know it, and I know it.
He said, "Not dumpster juice."
Yeah. You know, after they dump all the that truck come pick it up and dump all the trash in the back of the truck, and you still got that juice in the bottom line.
That's terrible,
Yeah,
Mr. Oates.
his game is terrible.
Mr. Oates, that's so mean.
No, that's not me. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. I'm pretty sure he's hearing worse now. Yeah, I know some of them LA fans giving him the blues.
Yeah, they should. I would be disappointed if I was over there and had to see that. I would be disappointed myself.
Yeah, I'm just talking about his game too. I ain't talking about who he is as an individual, but his game is mm-mm. I don't know. You can come up with all kind of words. His game is whack. You remember that? His game is whack. But shout out to him. He got a couple $1 million contract. What, 9 million?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I know somebody feel cheated.
One day we'll have to get into the contract talk. We'll have to get into the contract talk and see, do we think are they being fair to these players? Are they worth more, or should they get pay cuts? That might be a good topic one day.
Yeah, let me say it like that. Look in Cleveland. There's a quarterback in Cleveland right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're switching from basketball to football, but there's a quarterback in Cleveland right now that's not even playing. And you know how much guaranteed money this man get? 235 million.
Wow.
They didn't even play him last year. Or I think he got hurt last year. Yeah, he got hurt last year. He didn't play no more. Didn't practice in the offseason. Or I can't remember if Deshaun Watson. He used to play for Houston. Houston, the one who gave him all that money in the first place. But it's guaranteed. But he's sitting there, they shuffling quarterbacks around in Cleveland trying to figure out which one to play. And this man's sitting over here with 235 million and ain't required to do nothing. It's too much damn money. But on the other hand, there's players in the league, both of NFL, NBA, that's probably deserving of more money. But some people don't want to pay them. Or some of these owners don't want to pay them. Mm-hmm. Or don't want to give them what they worth. I do believe that. But there's some players, they get all that money, and next thing you know, they stop producing.
I think they should just let me be on the team. If you gonna give away money like that to sit on the bench,
Right. He ain't even sitting on the bench.
where you sitting at?
At home, or probably up in the skybox. Or, yeah, he ain't even, I ain't seen dude since I think last season.
CP3 says he was talking about Gabe Vincent was hurt most of last year. Okay, but what about the years before? Because his stats still don't look that good from the years before to me. But I don't know. What do I know? I'm just learning tonight.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Bronny.
And he said he agreed with that, whatever that was, and Shador. Were you talking about Shador? Did I miss something?
That's one of the Browns quarterbacks. That's Deion Sanders' son.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of them. They
thumbnail and it just won't do it. It keeps asking me all these questions that I have to read, and I'm like, just make the freaking thumbnail that I want. And it's asking all these freaking questions. That's why I'm having to listen to you, but not listen to you. And I'm like,
You're trying to multitask.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go to a new screen because it's new chat. Because it's all I wanted it to do was to make a thumbnail of the scores so I can post it up. And it's asking me about the woman thing because I mentioned the woman thing in the title. So it's going off of what I said before. Just create a thumbnail for the scores. I don't want all that extra stuff. Just do what I tell you to do. I got it. You want a thumbnail for the scores? Yeah. I don't style A, B, C, D. Just a style 2. Okay, there we go. Style 2, whatever that is, create it. Just do it. Oh my God! Confirm you said number 2. Why are you doing this to my life? Yeah, I said 2. Ask me. Oh my God, it's asking me another question. Yes, 2. I'm gonna say 2, 2, 2 until it do what I say. Oh, why you gotta make my life more? Do it. Oh my God, it's still asking me. It's still asking me questions. I did hit 4 times. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now it's talking about, do you want A, B, C, D, E? I'm gonna say make the just make anything. It's gonna cuss me out.
That's what's about to happen.
To my analyze it. It's like I ain't never dealt with a frustrated black woman. Oh my God. Download the thumbnail. Let me see. What thumbnail did you make? Just let me see what you made me, baby. Let me see what you made me. Oh, Lordy. It didn't take all of that. Technically, I have a picture. I just wanted a bit. Oh, what the hell is this shit? Okay, so we're not going to do a thumbnail for that because it's giving me a hard time for no reason. I'll just do a generic thumbnail. I just do too much sometimes. Sorry, Mr. Oates. I'm supposed to be listening to the explanation, but it wants to give me a hard time. And I wanted a fancier scoreboard thingy, but it doesn't want to do that for me.
Yes, it doesn't want to cooperate.
Yeah, it wants to treat me bad because I just want this smaller and prettier, and it doesn't want to give that to me in my life. Why you want to treat me so bad? And then YouTube isn't helping because, you know, they let you see pictures one way on mobile versus the desktop. If you don't have a desktop, then you got to do whatever. Scores. That's what I'm going to put. Just scores. I don't care. I'm posting. I'm participating on the wall. People can hit the like button. Don't hit the like button. I don't care. I wrote it on the wall. There it is. Frustrating me. Wanted to do. Shut up, CP3. You're hating behind. Anyway, it's been 5 hours. Let me get out of here. Y'all have a good night. Mr. Oates, we can talk sports probably Friday night whenever the streets are slow again, whenever I'm in the mood to talk it again. This was fun. I remember the NBA. I don't think it's more simpler than football, but, we'll do football talk next time.
Gotcha.
And give my break on NBA. All righty. Thank you, everybody that showed up. My mods in the chat, those who rode with us. At one point, we had several people in the chat. Now we down to 4 people, and that's wonderful. That's great.
Right.
They
right.
left.
They couldn't stand it. Or I think, hold on. I think Answer went live.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't come over here and talk. He want to go over there and be in the car. I peeked in on him one time. He was in the car listening to music. I'm like, nigga, this is your time to talk about sports. Y'all say y'all want to talk about sports, but y'all ain't hit the link to do it. I don't understand it. This was y'all time to shine. But it's okay, Mr. Oates. You took Mr. Oates. Mr. Oates, you did that thing. You explained it. You know sports. You should do your own sports cast because you know sports. So I applaud. And I keep saying we're going to get out of here, but we're going to get out of here. And I'm going to shut it down just like that.
Dim the lights, let the secrets fly. Asking questions that'll make you sigh. Laughs and blushes, every heart's in play. Sheriff Clara show will take you away. Sheriff Clara, turn it up, don't hide. Romance and fire on the late night ride. Sheriff Clara, where the talk runs deep.